What is up, buds? Welcome to Weed&d, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan. But my buds, call me Bam. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Holy fucking shit, what a week we had last week. Huge shout out to just all the buds for the incredible support. Obviously, I'll get to it a little later in the doc, but just at the top, holy shit, you guys are all amazing. Abby Dandy, formerly Tennis Smooth Hands, too blessed to be stressed in chat. Valhalla Bound, Precarious, bro, thank you so much. Coming through with a massive gift sub drop last week. Guys, Precarious is a fellow D&D streamer. His game is great. I had a chance to drop in the other night. Definitely go check that man out for showing so much love to all these buds. We got Munch, we got Brenna, we got Steph, we got Sir Mortigan, we got the freaking house loaded up. Ron and Jaro, bro. I'm still rocking Naro Sume Lai, so thank you again for naming this beautiful piece. Fire above, breathe green. Arch Nemesis in the house, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It is awesome. It's such a great opportunity to be back with you guys, with these amazing friends of mine in this beautiful studio together, doing the damn thing we love doing so much. Look, last week we were freaking running around just screaming so much from all the hype and everything that I let it took a little long and we cut into our sweet storytelling time. So I'm going to try to keep things a little bit tighter here tonight, guys. Honestly, you just... so much love and appreciation for what we do. I am about to hit a little stretch of theater. I'll be doing Romeo and Juliet in the Park. I'll be doing The Tempest with the Nevada Shakespeare Festival. And my time is being pulled thin. So please bear with me as these upgrades start to roll into the channel. We will be updating the intermission. We'll also be updating the intro video with the new art and stuff. But trust me, guys, the story itself and these fucking amazing creators are worth coming for every single week. So speaking of these incredible performers, I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce one of my best friends, the best girl in the biz, Brenna Folger. How you doing, girl?
Hey, Brenna Folger here, guys. You also know me as Pickles on Wee. A lot's happened, and like we were sitting here, like getting everything set up, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, there's an undead arm. There's shit. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm so excited to move on to the next thing. So every time we do this, I always kind of come up with a thing, and my thing this week is, oh no, the dice. Cobra pose. You guys are going to take my word
I'll
for it.
confirm that Brenna is indeed doing Cobra pose.
Yeah. I am a Cobra!
Whoa, thanks, son. I can't see who dropped that, who just did that gift. One sec, we're just double checking on who. I'm just seeing that it happened, but not who did it. Thanks so much for sharing all these subs. I'm just seeing names pop up.
Thank you.
Hunting the Boojum. Thank you so much for dropping all those gift subs, man. Share the bud love, letting people get in on these things. Brenna, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Great Cobra.
Such a Cobra. Such a Cobra. She just hands me 5.
Cobra Commander over there.
Turn back into a
You're
human,
terrified of
please.
snakes? I need to make a note of that as the DM. Oh, that's fun. Always good to know what scares your players, guys.
More sense.
Awesome. A kissing Cobra. Look out.
Yeah, or hissing Cobra.
I'm kissing Emra's.
Oh, she's kissing the character. I love it.
That's nice.
Okay.
I just fucked my shit up.
All right, how about you, Nicole?
No, not me, Drew.
Ruby.
Drew.
Oh, me? Hi, buds. It's me, Drew. I am Lucian Lamore, also in the campaign, level 6 Blood Hunter. And yeah, after a bout with some bad 100% rat-ass sandwiches, you know, we got to do some pretty dope shit last episode, and it was a lot of fun. You know, so I'm real excited to be here, and not super happy to roll that dice, but
Ooh, yeah. What you gonna do?
Oh,
It's the D&D 12. It does roll a lot, so just kind of.
it does. It's bouncy.
one of those like
Yeah.
downward facing dog.
Oh, you downward
I don't know if I can do that.
You can do it.
I don't know.
Wait,
Just
do
like
it
look at it.
this way.
You can also bend your
Oh, yeah.
Drew, you gotta go
Bend your
behind-
knees.
We didn't
go behind
consider
Jeek.
mic packs.
Go behind Jeek. Yeah, you're not in shot.
I don't know what fell.
I dropped my. Oh.
I think it was the mic clip.
Oh, it was.
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm
good.
glad we decided to break our mics.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right. So like this, and I bend my knees, and then I.
Jeek, you're in the way
to
of
help
his butt.
yourself. You know what?
I could
I think
never
that's all
forgive
just
myself.
fine.
Do it just. Like,
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I mean,
Let's hear it for this man. For
Ow.
this flexible man.
I have notes. I have
that
notes.
hurt. Not flexible.
The yoga
Not gonna lie.
teacher has some notes.
Yeah, it's just like, of course we have a yoga teacher here.
Some adjustments that would benefit you. that would make it easier and more beneficial.
Don't be old.
No, that's not
First
it.
suggestion.
And you can do yoga at any age, at any time of your life.
I know.
DDP says
My mom
so.
does yoga. She's 76.
Yay, yoga!
Yeah.
That's great.
So yeah, super excited. I guess it's your.
My turn? Should I go?
Yes, it's
time for
all right,
notes.
I will go. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm playing Enra, the Asimar who has chosen not to fly. Beautiful wings, though. But I do not fly because I am in support of the people, and it is unfair that I can fly and no one else can. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I've been looking forward to it all week. Here we are, some undead army. It's gonna be great. See what this king's doing. Would you kindly pass me the die that I've actually gifted the studio?
This is from Nicole,
This is from me.
Yeah.
This,
Yes.
I gifted this during a behind the greens. Okay.
She's gonna be better at it than us, guys.
Yes, child spot.
That's the best one. Come on.
Best one.
Oh, I want to.
Is that like the yoga 20?
I'm just gonna. Yeah, right.
That's the nat 20.
Wait, do it again.
Oh, okay.
This is just gonna be a rare.
All right, I'll do this one.
Oh, she turned it up. She turned the difficulty
I did.
up. She's doing a great job,
You can see the
guys.
proof in our Discord.
We'll drop it in Discord. Proof
Hey,
of
Bam.
our insane
You
flexibility.
gotta
Yes.
sit. You gotta be in front of it so you can
Wow.
give a thumbs up. So it's all we all
It's
know.
it's BAM
It happened.
approved.
Bam approved. Child pose. Okay, done.
Bam approved. Child's pose.
Oh, shout out to all the people rolling in. Smileys. I see you. Grim Wilder, Norian, Greyhawk, Gino Fox, Kronzors, saying hello specifically to Nicole, which I can appreciate. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for dropping the bits, dropping the subs and everything, guys. It's just so awesome. So,
It's also awesome. All right, Jake, it's your turn. Throw it to you. Boop.
Oh, boop.
Oh, there it is.
Thank
I
you
see
so
it.
much, Nicole. So happy to be here with you and the rest of the wonderful people in this room. I love you guys so much.
Yeah.
And I love you fucking buds. Jake Taylor here as Zymark Ivrekula the Inquisitor. Or Morg the Necromancer. And, all right. Let's go.
rolling that dice.
Oh,
Thank
shit.
you, Nicole,
we go.
for just
Throw
like
them
leaving it there
bones.
for me.
Yeah,
you
you're
were just
welcome,
ready.
man. You're welcome.
Oh, it's a kingdom killer.
Namaste.
Namaste right here.
Namaste.
Namaste.
See what I did?
Super cool.
Oh, he's doing it on the chair. I can
Well, that's
appreciate
good
that.
because
Wow.
then the
You
mic
can
pack's
see-
not gonna
What?
Be destroyed.
Teacher's pet. Fucking.
All right. How about that Namaste team? Lord of Lost Time in the house.
Yes.
Dropping some of the best lines from last week. If you guys don't know, Lord of Lost Time
You
does
were pooping. I was nervous.
YouTube re-ups every week. Check out the drop the re-up on YouTube.
man.
Lord of Lost Time does these incredible recaps every
Yes.
episode. So huge, massive love to Lord of Lost Time. That's a fucking killer Namaste, Jake. I'm not
That was
gonna lie.
great.
huge master love to the Namaste.
Namaste
of
right
our
here.
dungeon and game.
You guys. Holy shit. All right, I'm gonna roll. And then I'm gonna be like, thank you guys. I'm excited.
It's a split.
It's a chair pose.
Chair pose.
Chair
All right.
pose.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm
You
gonna do it
wanna
behind the
imagine
chair.
that you've got a solid brick of gold in between your knees.
Okay.
And you don't want to drop it.
And I don't.
Isn't that punishment?
All right. That's good. I feel it. All right. All right.
Very good.
It's provable.
Doing wall sits.
You don't come here for BAM yoga though, because I'm not.
BAM yoga.
This is a yoga teacher. She actually knows what she's doing. Is an incredible, gifted person. I, however, am about as flexible as this D12.
That's what you're.
Like I'm squishy, but not flexible.
You bounced just as well.
I bounce. I do bounce.
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 Sick.
Yeah.
That's what happens at intermission. We bounce.
We just be dancing out here, guys. We be dancing.
Just be dancing.
Thank you guys again. Guys, being in the room with these human beings after we did the show digitally for a couple years. And Nicole has joined our cast since coming here live. But I've gotten some messages from the buds. Just so you know, I hear you, man. It is palpable. It is in the room. It is real. I teared up watching the game happen last week, and it's such a gift to get to do this every single week. Huge shout out to just everybody who's here, throws us up, does anything to support the show. It literally means the world to us. So thank you guys so much. You really are the best buds in the world. I'm not just saying that. It means the world to me that you guys come here and just fucking party with us every week as we tell some crazy stories. So
Best team in the world.
Do you know what day it is?
what day is it?
It is March 28th,
March 20th.
which means it's National Weed Day. And of course, it's referring to the ones that you pluck and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but fuck that.
We're the fun version.
Yeah,
so.
we're the fun. Yeah.
version.
Happy National Weed Day, bud.
National.
Yes.
Happy Weed Day. Don't forget to get out, pick those weeds. And,
Go and pick your weeds and then treat yourself.
and treat yourself.
And then smoke
Treat
them.
yourself.
Pick your weed.
Maybe play some D&D with your
Not the
friends.
ones from the yard.
Yeah, don't smoke
Don't
those.
smoke.
Don't
those.
smoke those. Or eat them.
All right, I'm
Well,
sorry.
you can eat some of them.
Yoga has destroyed our mic
Like
assembly.
dandelions.
Oh, what up, Dead Wolf TTV? Coming in, another fellow streamer. P.A. Hello, coming in. Stinky Pete, good to see you. Happy Weed Day to everybody, guys. I did, again, last week we ran a little long in the intro part, so I am going to keep my foot on the gas a little bit. I did want to take an opportunity to shout out something, a new progress on the show. We now have a WeeDnD Patreon. So if you've ever wanted to support the show, I know a lot of you guys do with bits and subs and stuff. Patreon is the most bang for the buck that you get. Basically, it breaks down like 4 out of every $5 or something comes to us. Whereas through Twitch, they take about 50% and stuff like that. So if you are interested in helping contribute to keeping this thing going, making it bigger and better every single week, then definitely check that out. There are some really fun tier rewards in there. I want to shout out our first 2 patrons, Director Dude, who came in as a Boxo tier patron, which just has all kinds of cool shit, and our man, Arch Nemesis, who came in as a Bud. There's the Bud tier. So thank you guys so much. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Just fucking... It's watching this baby grow and just the stuff that's put into it, the amount of collaborators and artists that put their time. Shout out to Munge Party and Steph and just all the people that really work on this thing every week. And it is an undertaking. Yes, we're playing D&D and smoking weed, but there is so much love and art that goes into this. And your support in that endeavor means the world. We're trying to make the world a better place, put artists forward, Some of us have been betrayed by the industry sometimes, and it's nice to be able to think we can take it our own control, make our own thing, and find an audience for it. So thank you guys so much for supporting that endeavor. Madam Funyuns, Chill Duck, Wasteful Fridays. We got some new names in chat, but it's just so good. Thank you guys. We love you. This is the Haze and Blaze. So I just an opportunity to shout you guys out and just how much you mean to us.
Haze and Blaze.
Arge.
Ooh.
That's right. We do, Arge. We have our section we now call the Arge Nemesis hashtags of the week. So each of us has a hashtag in front of us and have not seen them. We're cutting them down from 10 to 5, but let's go ahead and start with Brenna. Hey, Brenna, what you got on there?
Are you eating?
Well, okay, hashtag exorcism through pugilism.
Just punch the ghost.
Punch the ghost right out of you.
Exorcism through pugilism. I love that so very much. Drewby, what you got, babes?
Me, I've got hashtag mo legs to soul legs.
Yeah!
Nice job, buddy.
Hey, I love it.
Fresh.
How about you, Nicolas?
I've got hashtag noodle arm.
Ooh, a noodle arm! Noodle. Shouting nudie a lot maybe isn't right.
Yeah.
But it just feels so good.
Jake, what do you got?
Well, let's see. We've got theater of the back of the mind,
We're back here.
where some of the best theater happens.
Yeah.
Full admittance, when we first started the show, I was like a newer DM. I hadn't really run anything like this before, and I may have leaned a little too heavily on the idea that something happens in the back of your mind. So I bring it back in by choice now. When I say it, it's a chosen thing. But I have gone back and watched earlier episodes, and it's like, man, a lot of stuff's going on in the back of the old mind.
A little shit happened in the back of your
A lot
mind.
going on back there.
And I've got, this has become an unofficial theme of the show, actually, so I'm proud to announce it. It is hashtag so high, so deep.
So high.
Because we get pretty high here, guys, but we also use that to engage in our immersion and really try to bring you a compelling narrative story. So
I think one of my favorite things has been whenever I go to a dispensary and I'm like, so I smoke weed and play D&D, and they're like, oh, bro, okay. And they're like, you want this because it gives you the creative vibes. Like, it's a lot of fun.
this was actually grown by a dragon.
Yeah. This is a dragon. Hoarded it in there in a golden safe for like 200 years, and now like we can smoke it.
Then he completed the ritual of ascension and it grew from the ground, man. It's freaking wild.
Then it's ready.
That's
Have fun. Be safe.
Have fun.
All right, those are our hashtags this week. A huge shout out. Again, drop them in chat throughout the show. I try to comb through them and find my favorites. So they always make me laugh so much. So thank you for all you guys. A huge shout out again, Arch Nemesis, who's been bringing the best hashtags for so long now that we just named it after him. That's what happened.
Yes.
So a couple other things. I did want to shout out some of the supporters of the show. We did the WeeDnD Patreons, but I'm going to say them again. Director Dude is a Boxo tier and Arch Nemesis is a Bud tier. Guys, it is the best way to support the show that we're doing here. So thank you so much. We're going to try to keep bringing this thing bigger and better every single week. So also, huge shout out. We got a bunch of different raiders last week, some people we've never seen before. Nini Lovelli, Down to Quest, Blue Cottage D&D, Raven's Realm, Deadwolf XTTV, who's in chat right now, and Stygian Pilot. Guys, thank you for bringing that love. We will, I'm doing a thing where I'm going to find a way to post these in like the Discord afterwards and really put some push for the people who bring their crews here to hang out with our party. So I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Bracarius, thanks for coming in on the Patreon, bro. Thank you so much, bro. And you're just a fucking awesome dude. I love you, man.
Yeah, right?
So another thing, sharing gift sub love is one of my favorite things. I call it sharing the bud love. Last week, we cannot overexpress how much Bracarius just came through, dropping 40 gift subs to the community. We danced, we ran around, we broke levels, we broke the roof off this place. Flock Obama came through 10 community gift subs, Gino Fox with 5, Director Dude with 5, and Daz and Man with 1. Thank you guys so much. It helps to let people kind of feel the rituals, to have the ladders up and chat and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it is really great to share that fucking love with other people, and I appreciate you so much for doing it. The Law of Magnet has donated our new Law of Might clips. We are still learning our way around them, but they are absolutely incredible, and they've solved a huge problem that we have. Thanks to them, they did donate them to the show, which I appreciate beyond metric. Thank them for their awesome magnets. We love them. You will too. Check them out at Law of Magnet, lavmagnet.com.
Wow.
And because I found the one I like. Oh, and thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at Sirenscape.com because epic games need epic sound.
I do like that.
They are gonna hate me, but I think a couple more weeks I'll start getting like, you can't use our shit, bro. Like, fuck you. We do.
But no one forgets it.
Okay. Jake, you bring up a point.
Always remembered.
Yeah, Epic
Hashtag never
Games
forget.
need
Sirenscape,
epic
go.
sounds, and
I think
Sandy
someone's already got
can't
that
make
one,
them all.
That's it. Yeah, and Sandy Stein can't. Huge shout out. Sandy Stein does make, like, most of the original music that you hear in this show has been created by one brilliant artist. His name is Sandy Stein, and he's a fucking exceptional human being. We do have like some of the more sound effect stuff and filler elements we brought in from Sirenscape to help fill out the profile a little bit, but just about every big epic music sound you hear was made by Sandy Stein, and let's never forget it.
Never forget it.
Never. Don't ever forget.
All right, I won't.
All right, guys. Holy shit, we've accomplished, you know, the haze and blaze portion, as I call it, where we say hey and we blaze. See what I did? I did like a little. I think I made a little thing out of it.
I like how it rhymes.
It rhymes.
I like that it rhymes.
I like it. It's good. It's
They don't get paid if they don't compliment my wordsmithery.
What a good
100%
word,
true.
Smither.
Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Here's your gold coin. No. All right, dudes, we're going to get to the sweet D&D because we did leave off at quite an epic moment, and they're just going to keep coming. So we do have a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you heard about it, maybe you haven't, but we like to take a lighter, like this electric green number right here. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or household pets on fire, and go light us up.
Touch my flame.
Let's play some fucking D&D. Ow!
Yeah.
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control. WeeDnD.
Ooh. All right, guys. The party has assembled. The mood finna get set. The lighters are up in chat, guys, and I think it's time. If you please allow me, I didn't bring up. Can you do the audio cue on this, Tom? Because I didn't bring it up. Thanks, Tom. Thank you. I love you. Please allow me to set the mood. It's weird that I have to do this now. When last we left the Helping Committee, or THC, they stood at the tree line of the Unresting Willows as a terrible army began emerging from the trees. After investigating the bedchamber of the fallen king, Arathanus Aglthor, for clues to his demise, THC also searched the bedroom of the Bride of Sorrow, Styx Aglthor, and discovered the monster that had been plaguing her dreams, August, a bizarre fusion of the realms of the Dreamweave and the Plane of Death. The creature leapt from a nearby window, but Lucian was fast upon its heels, following it to a strange clearing in the willows north of Cordeaux. The rest of the party made sure to be noticed, leaving the feast, and rejoined Lucian to prepare for battle. In the clearing, the Hagast waited, surrounded by will-o-wisps and 2 dread knights of the Unresting Legion. As Mark, Enra, and Pickles assaulted the vile creatures from the surrounding trees, Lucian bore the destructive wrath of their enemies, briefly being possessed by the ghost of agony before resolutely rejecting it from control of his body. When the Hagast fell, Pickles felt the presence of a large force collapsing on their location. They retreated from the Unresting Willows just in time to see the ghostly form of the fallen king appearing to lead this army. As he pointed forward, the Unresting Legion began advancing toward the city and the people of Cordeaux. All right, guys, we jump back in. You're all. Check. Good. Everybody's fine. Good. Let's do more yoga. You guys are all standing near the tree line in the city of Cordeaux, to the north, where you followed this Hagast into the clearing. You can still see the shimmering outlines of the will-o-wisps and the king and the forest itself, but in front of your eyes, you begin to watch a legion of unresting. Hundreds of these undead knights start emerging from the tree line, something they have not done in a long time. As their feet press upon the grass, you see this rolling fog that blows into the city in front of it. The lingering smell of undeath in the air around you. This is the army of the Unresting Legion. As they start closing in on the city of Cordeaux, as heroes that you are, you look around to see strangely, this area is completely devoid of anybody. Lucian, you noticed there was no guards present at the borderline of these woods, which normally there should be. You're not seeing a lot of civilians around either. It's as if the Feast of the Forefathers, the party in Cordeaux, drew most of the attention of the kingdom away from this spot. But the army is approaching, looming heavily in front of you. And then, a sound fills the air. You hear the battle horns of the stag. It pushes through the air, blowing some of the fog and wind away, but you hear the mighty resonating horn of the army of the Stag Legion that lives in the city of Lumal, where Lucian, your training grounds, had placed. Suddenly, through the air around you, you start hearing the pressing gallops of dozens of horses. You see the Unresting continue moving forward unaltered by this sound, but you can't help but feel as if a storm or a hurricane is coming your way. You look behind you, and riding through the streets of Cordeaux past the Aglethor mansion is dozens of members of the Stag Army, led by the Lord Commander, Garaneth. Let me make sure I got that right, because I'm going to hate myself if I don't. Lord Garaneth Ildebrand.
That's the one.
You see him emblazoned in gold and green armor, a handsome man, heavy set, an obvious leader. You can't, just when you see him, you're like, man, I might grab a horse and ride with him too. You see him leading the charge. The soldiers of the stag behind him in green and gold armor, the flags emblazoned, as this force just bears down on this location. You see all their swords are glowing with holy energy. They approach, and you see the two forces collide. There's a great symphony of sound, a cacophony that fills the air around you, as the shields and spears of the Stag Army start connecting with the armor and weaponry of the Unresting Legion. In this moment, you hear called out from the woods beyond, where you saw the ghostly visage of King Arathanus Aglethor. Retreat! Something that those of you that know undead is not in their dictionary. You see as the Unresting start being defeated, driven back by these holy, shimmering blades, a shine that feels very familiar to you, Lucian, similar to the aura that you had burning off of your sword in the last battle. You see them start chasing them into the tree line, severing heads as bodies fall lifeless to the ground. They've done a good showing of clearing this group out as they start pushing back into the trees. But you notice as you hear that guy. It didn't go well for him. A couple of the stags lost. A couple guys got stabbed, guys.
Oh no.
So you see, as Garaneth Ildebrand stops, and the last of his kind of elite forces drive by and clear the tree line, those that start to try to pursue the forces into the Unresting Willows, their swords extinguish. The holy energy that gives them the upper hand in this battle is no longer present in the Unresting Willows. The tactical mind of Lucian, the battle, you see this and you're like, he wants this fight on his turf, not theirs.
Right.
Again, an intelligence level to undead that is very uncommon. They start pulling back away, and the horses of the House of the Stag start circling around, kicking up dust in the air all around you. You feel the moonlight, getting blocked out by all the dust that kind of chokes your lungs. And you see Lord Commander Ildebrand looks at you. Funny we should find you here. Have you invited this army to our lands? Are you to blame for this transgression?
No, man, you got it all wrong.
Speak up when spoken to.
All right.
Bonjour, we are the helping committee. We were just here to help. We just killed a hag. So, for you, a lady hag some bitch. We killed some bitch.
Who led us here?
Yes,
We were here, we were led by the hag, which came from the party that we were all at.
So
we were
and
here
no one
before
else
you.
saw the hag
Party
at
of
the
the
party.
forefathers.
Mm-hmm.
What a wonderful party.
Yes.
So wonderful.
I did not see you there.
I didn't either.
I sent Elios Broussard.
What would the blog think?
The blog. What a waste of time. You know a man by his merits.
Tell me about it.
You say you followed a creature from the Aglethor mansion,
Yes.
We.
and you chased it into the unresting willows,
Yes.
We.
knowing well that they can smell the taint of the living in their lands.
I have to say taint
Yes.
sometimes, guys.
And you struck down a creature on their soil,
We did.
Yeah,
and you do
couple.
not think that you began this incursion? You hear soldiers kind of laugh. Yes.
Well, actually, I like how you are blaming us when it is the hag that came onto our lands first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We?
We
And
are
where were
surrounded.
all the guards?
Yeah, everybody's gone.
Who was guarding the perimeter?
Yeah, how does hag get in here?
Yeah, it seems like other people are lacking in their duties. Do not blame us for us trying to help. We are the helping committee.
It's true.
Someone
you
ripped the
might as well
curtains,
give
it
them
was
an
weird.
invitation.
Yeah.
If you wish to blame anyone, blame the aristocrats of Cordeaux. Lumal can only offer its protection so far. We have offered our gates to those who would bounty by our protection. These fools stay in their gilded mansions with their servants. I offer people strength, tactics, for this is a time of war.
It is a time of war, but placing blame on anyone will not make anything better. We must all work together, or else everything will fall apart as it already is. That is the problem we are all facing. The fact that we search for blame on others, when we should really just be a helping hand and help each other. We are all on the same side. We are against them.
She looks out into the tree line. The unresting are an ever-present threat. Each soul that dies in the willows adds to their army's strength. This is why the stag should rule. And you hear the double tap of the stags from the soldiers all around you.
Everybody did that at once. That was really cool.
They trained for
My
that.
bad for pointing a finger.
You see, he looks at your hand.
You don't want to.
Shake his hand. Shake his
I do offer my apology. But you must understand, I need to know how this happened so I can stop it from happening again. You say we do not lay blame, and yet you seemed quick and eager to blame my gods for not protecting the lands of the Cordovians. And you hear the soldiers again.
We are not, Pickles, we are not blaming your guards for this happening. We are simply stating a fact that they are gone, and we do not know why.
It's merely an observation.
And what
How you
happened
say-
to the Order of the Ghost Slayer that was here before? They used to take care of everything.
We miss the Ghost Slayers.
What happened to
I
the Order?
see you wear their crest. Is this in remembrance, or are you truly one of their ranks?
Oh, I'm one of their ranks for sure.
We could benefit from your knowledge.
Yeah, what's this bastardization that you've done to the rituals and training that we all went through? How are your soldiers able to do kind of what I'm able to do?
You see, it kind of doesn't like that so many people heard this. He looks around at his ranks as they start looking at each other, and he slams twice on the ground. And they all retake formation and stop their smirking.
Sorry, I didn't mean, no disrespect, we did a Fey trip with
We were
Buck,
gone for
so
like a year.
it felt like a day maybe, and then
Barely
we
that?
came back, it was a year.
It was a year. We missed a lot.
A lot happened while we were gone.
What a year to have been absent.
Right, yeah.
What
I
we
agree.
We said the thing.
Does prestidigitation allow for a quick whisper?
You can make an audible sound, but they wouldn't notice that you're casting a spell.
Okay.
All these guards with the pointy sticks.
I can let them all know, but
You see, he looks back. After considering what you've said. We are trained by my captain, Leos Broussard. He is the head of the Restless Watch, those who protect us in the forest. They sacrifice their humanity. They bind their soul with a wandering spirit in the wood, that it may not possess another unresting form. By doing so, they are granted access to the woods without setting off the alarms of the Unresting Legion. They serve as scouts, as guides, and they save many lives.
But that's why their powers don't work once they go past the tree line.
Have any scouts not returned?
Many. I'm surprised in the numbers that you saw that broke the tree line. You did not see some of our own regalia.
Did anyone else notice who was the big man in charge of that unresting that we saw?
Legion?
You see, he doesn't know what you're talking. He didn't see what you saw. I see no leader. The undead are not known for such things.
But they are getting smarter, better, more tactical. Surely you've noticed this over the past year. Their numbers are increasing. They have tactics. Something's changed, and we don't know what. I know I saw, and I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but I saw the dead king back there. Did you guys see that? Everyone saw that? Okay, good. I'm not crazy.
We also saw them retreat
Yeah.
to lure you onto their grounds. That is not normal.
they're abiding by a leader. Again, to accommodations towards the skills of you and your god, may I borrow a head? Over there.
Just a head.
Please.
Really? You're just
You see, he
gonna-
looks.
He's going to give it back. He said borrow.
He's like,
The severing was so... But
Whoa!
the unresting are quite a mystery, even to me.
Had he fallen beyond the tree line, a spirit would have given him life once more. Since it fell in the domain of the realms of men, you may have your trophy.
It wasn't for that. It was to help. I'd chuck it back to...
You see,
Just kidding.
You see, he uses this opportunity. Everybody's listening right now. His forces, the men that he has trained. And again, the stags are well known for being, they are the strong might that helps keep off the many pressing evils. It's kind of the meticulous balance between the aristocracy and leadership of the House of the Raven, the military might of the House of the Stag, and the power of the people in the House of the Octopus. That kind of keeps this meticulous power balance in place as they all shuffle for power over Saleh, the central city. You see, he uses this opportunity. As you've now seen, like you notice, especially with your astute observational skills, Tarnuk did the same thing. Like, people are very good at taking your words and then turning them into a speech that they now use to push their own intention. And you watch it happen yet again in front of you. You see, he says, "You are all correct. Whether you be enemy or savior, I doubt 4 souls such as you can cause much concern in the city's limits. But I will not allow you to re-enter the unresting willows." And his horse starts moving forward. "And furthermore, I shall not allow anyone access to the unresting willows. These adventurers are correct. These are strange times, and our enemy grows stronger. And so, with the authority of the House of the Stag, as Lord Commander of our army, I declare a state of martial law in the Kush kingdoms. You see half the guards totally on board, but a couple are kind of like, wait, what? And you see, our borders are unprotected outside the city of Lumal. Our enemy grows stronger. These are military decisions, and it is time that a military made them. Go back to your homes. Go to the city you call allegiance to, and stay there. You see, he turns his horse to you guys as he begins to ride away, kind of giving you one more glance. I will have my eyes on you. Make one wrong move, and you will not see me the next time we meet.
Hey, haircut. Right back at you.
Get him,
See,
pickled.
stops.
Yeah.
Lets it pass. Kicks his horse and starts going. You see the guards start looking around like, wait, if this is really happening, you see they start grabbing their weapons and they all look at you. All right, off where you're going then. It's time you return where you came from. Martial law's in order. The stag rules supreme in the kingdoms. And tell everyone you saw. It'll save us a lot of trouble. And you see they start
And then
gesturing.
I
you all.
shout, this has saved no one any trouble but caused more. You will see.
Oh, yeah, come along now. Oh, wise words. If words were gonna do anything, we'd all have been saved 100 millennia ago. And they all start kind of ushering you out of this area.
We can start walking back towards, like, the diarrhea alley, right? Home.
So yeah, you're currently in Cordeaux. You know, you're at the kind of the northern part of the
I'll call it
Kush
shit
kingdoms
shop.
proper. Cordeaux is the northern city. Poupée, which I know sounds so much like poopy. Now that we've gone all the way into the diarrhea thing, not originally part of the
Does
plan.
sound like
I promise
it.
they're like little versions of the words in French of like the house they represent. Anyway, so
France
yes,
isn't real. So.
France isn't real.
So-
Is poupée like the little suction cup on like a tentacle? Like a little
poupée.
A poupée.
It is now. If it's not.
I decided France. A poupée.
France isn't real.
So you guys kind of see, you know, again, this is kind of a big epic event, and I thank you for bearing with me as we told kind of like a big moment. But this is like now, you know, you're in full control of these moves. Garaneth Ildebrand is riding away, pretty far away from you guys now, and you see the guards kind of close rank behind him.
Yeah.
He begins, and as he starts riding away, you see criers start calling out, "Martial law in the kingdoms!" And you see, you know, a couple of the people in the houses of Cordeaux, like, looking out the window, shutting their blinds. You know, some of the carriages are like, "Oh, let's get the F out of here." And everybody starts kind of clearing the way and getting away.
Okay. Well, I feel like that was a pretty big reaction to everything that just happened, I feel.
I really don't like the way that guy talked to us.
Yeah, he was
He
very
was kind of like for
disrespectful.
no reason at all.
Yeah, he was
he
very
was-
mad.
Like super impressed with what I could do, and then was like, "Hey, fuck you." I'm like, "No, how about fuck you?"
But you got him really
You
good.
know, you got him.
You did.
He
You
knows
don't-
the truth. He
Yeah.
did it because he's scared.
Hey, and I get it.
Yeah, way to stand up to him. That was
But he's-
that was pretty cute.
Wow. You good? Just standing up to people. I love it. And then he stole your words again.
Yeah.
What's up with these guys? I
As
don't.
long as the words are getting told in the way they should, then that is fine.
Well said. Well said.
Well,
Very selfless.
should we make our way back to Poupée?
I'll smoke to that.
Poupée. I'll smoke to that.
I'll smoke to that. Poupée.
Smoke to Poupée.
To poupée.
To poupée.
Diarrhea alley.
Yeah, it's dead. We've killed one of my greens. Let's get into Diarrhea Alley. Slippy slurp sounds and splashes. Thank you. All right, so, you know, you guys, at this point now, you know, as you kind of like look beyond the gates of Bordeaux and Soleil, you know, you see the stag army, which is pretty large, you know, over 1,000 men, kind of start spreading themselves around and ushering people toward their homes, saying that, you know, the borders of the woods are off limits. People are not to go into the unresting woods. That the stag has used this opportunity. Oh, thank you. Has used this opportunity to declare martial law and surreptitiously taken control of the kingdoms.
That's a lot.
Seems a little convenient.
That's true. Okay, did we, when we killed this hag? I guess we gotta go check on that later. I want to see if what's her face is like different, or if anything's changed. But like,
To your point, though, however, Styx is also has a lot to lose by what just happened. Styx, even though she's not really seizing the throne, she is right now considered to be the leading person to take over the throne once she gets past whatever her thing is. And so the House of the Raven kind of being cast aside and the House of the Stag taking control, you do know, especially from the connection you had with her, it's like she would, yes, be a person of interest. A lot of you guys have kind of a few spots. Mash O'Malley sent you on this job in the first place.
I was just gonna say we should check in with him.
So you've got Mash. Some of you guys have your own motivations that led you to this place. So it's this is a nice opportunity where you guys have certain things. You found some clues in the bedchamber. You have these various NPCs. Mash is aligned with the House of the Octopus. He would also be mad about what happened. But all these people are playing their own intentions too. So there is a little like what you choose to say to who has value in the kingdoms.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, when we were moving the mirrors around, you found the thing in the. I helped you find the thing in the book. Oui?
It's still in your hair.
Ah, yes. Oh, there it is. May I have it?
Oui.
Thank you.
This letter means a lot to me, and I think it will to you as well.
Are we all going to read it individually, or would you like to read it out loud?
We read it out loud.
Do we still
last
have
time.
brain? Do
I
we
didn't
still
know
have brain
people were
voice?
still talking.
You would still have it. It is not. You're probably about.
She like says that. I take a deep breath, and I'm like, and then I just hear her talking. Okay. A reckoning is on the horizon. Dear King, it is in quotations. All that you have wrought shall be brought to light unless you announce the legitimacy of my rule in Puppet. When two is made one, what remains never truly disappears. The dashy thing guy, and it racks Robin.
Maybe I should have read that.
I feel like Pickles did a great job.
And the little dash thing, apparently they're calling it these days a hyphen.
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 That's ridiculous.
Hyphen.
Hyphen. Hyphen.
Do a little hyphen, a little hydrate.
So yes, in Rax Royalbane, again, just to touch upon the kind of world powers that be, Rax Royalbane is currently at the throne of the House of the Octopus. Mash O'Malley, your patron, serves at his leisure. It is rumored in the realms that he won his throne through a game of spliff. And so, this letter would imply otherwise.
Interesting. So, this is a very important and special letter then?
Likely private. Yes.
Private
Oh, and I
threat.
just read it out loud.
No. Amongst us, amongst
in whisper.
friends, amongst the helping
Yes.
Oh, whoops.
Different.
Ah, it's
My
private.
It's just like 5 guards like, wait, what? Holy shit! Dude, I gotta go tell my guy about
No,
it.
it was all in the brain. All in
You're
the
right,
mind.
right.
If you don't kill me, I'm gonna tell everyone.
I will tell
Don't kill me.
You don't kill me
Don't
right
kill
now.
me.
Sorry, guys. That was
I'll
addressed to
kill
the
you.
back of the mind.
I was
From the back of the mind.
sorry.
Just a question, just to clarify. So we saw the dead king's ghost in the forest, which means his body was there when he died?
Had to be, right? Or does
Mark would know this. This is actually a detail of
Mark,
when
tell
the
us.
king dies. You're the most connected to kind of the pomp and protocols of the kingdoms. I have it, so let me find it.
Yeah, I was like, because I thought they had to.
All right, King
die
Adelthor's
in the
remains
forest.
are supposed to be in the Chamber of Resting within the Grand Church of Cordeaux, where you're at right now. So there's the main church, the Grand Church of Cordeaux. And people went at first when he passed, everybody went and paid their respects. But his body should still be there, having not been brought to his family's, catacombs.
Does the proximity make sense that he'd be?
It does, but with the guards closing in, you guys would probably have to, do a little something to get there without being like, "Hey, I told you to go home."
What head was he holding? The flaming head.
You did not see details. He simply held. It was as if he was holding by the hair a head, and it was burning in golden flame at the hands of the ghostly visage of King Arathis.
Righto.
Well.
Okay, well, I know we should probably go check that out, because that is a very good question. His body would have to be here. I did not know that. I am very
You guys
new
are pretty
to this area.
snakes. You guys could sneak your way there. You can do, cause a distraction or something. You can just take out some
Would you like to do a
guards.
good old sneaky sneak?
I would like to sneaky sneak.
Oh, we shall sneaky
Big
sneak.
feathers.
I'll try.
Let's sneaky sneak.
Shall we try a sneak?
I'll try.
We do a little sneakeroo.
I am very sneaky.
All right, I'm gonna grant whoever has the highest stealth will get to make this check, and you're gonna because everybody's helping, you're gonna get advantage on this roll.
What is it?
That would be a
plus
stealth
7.
check. Yeah.
So skills, right?
Yeah.
You say you had +7?
Who's got the
Yeah.
highest?
Yeah, that's not me.
I have a +10.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. I was like a plus. I'm
Go with
giant
a rogue.
read.
Me?
Yes.
So
yeah.
I roll a D.
And you'll have advantage. So roll 2d20
Two
and
of
pick the
them.
highest result and add your 10.
Ooh.
Now the guards are on alert, so it's a little harder than usual.
19.
19. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So, you guys, you start kind of backing away as the guards usher you forth. And then, the guardian gates of the Aglethor mansion kind of allow where you're like, okay, and you start walking off that way. And then as the guards go about, you can hear some of them whispering to each other like, I can't believe this is happening. But we must serve our duty, command and country. And they start walking away. You hear the double tap of the House of the Stag. Finally, you look around. It's like, oh, they've kind of left you to your own devices. You see other groups of guards walking around, kind of clearing the streets of the area.
Mistake.
But quickly, you can kind of, you're all level 6 characters. You've been around a couple dusty roads. You kind of quickly realize, like, okay, if we kind of go this way, Mark, you have with your keen mind, you basically have like a map of the city in your mind, and so it's like oh yes, and then there's every detail of what you've seen there you can call upon. So you kind of with the help action start guiding you guys off toward the grand church. You see it, kind of standing there. You look around. A lot of the guards, the gates are closed, at nighttime for the festival and everything. There are like treasures of antiquity inside this church. And so with the guards being primarily focused on the event, the Feast of the Forefathers, the gates to this church are closed. You see as you guys kind of tuck behind like a caravan that's been left on the side, some boxes and bags of rice, you can kind of smell that still smoke, the dust in the air from the stag armies riding around, so strong in their numbers. And you kind of
Could use
peek.
a shower.
You see a lantern, just like swinging in the night, kind of pushing through the dust and the fog. And rather than a guard of the stag, you see this strange old man. He's dressed in these gray robes, and he's got a gray bandana wrapped around his eyes. Not quite the same
it's the guy.
as Tarnuk.
Oh, no, right.
But
not.
because if you'll recall, Tarnuk's was red and had that arcane eye. But he is also a white-robed man with a gray bandana over his eyes. And you see the land. Spirits away, spirits away. You see, kind of walks with one hand forward, and then he stops. He gestures over to the direction that you guys are at. You see him feel the air as if he can sense your presence.
Ew.
Spirits away. Spirits away. You see the swinging lantern continues on beyond as he just walks off down the streets of Cordell.
Alright, he's just doing his job. We could just walk right by then. None of us are spirits, right? So
Right.
So we do
Well, he
not
wasn't
have
talking to
go
us.
we don't have to.
I'm definitely not, and there's like a spirit by you.
It's the old creek sweeper.
A spirit comes between us like, boy, that was close, wasn't it, guys?
Man, I hate that guy.
What's the thing at the end of the haunted mansion?
Oh yeah, the ghost will follow you home.
See ourselves. Oh my god.
You join the Unresting. Screw it, guys. Let's take over the city.
They had the right idea.
Okay,
guys
does anyone with their ghost senses? Does anyone sense any ghosts? Are you having a ghost? Are your ghost tingles tingling?
You know that hair that stood on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Near the other one. That is not occurring to you right now.
I didn't feel it from that guy. It's like
No,
he
just
was-
in general.
In general, like
Oh.
in the area.
No.
So he's
not
doing his
really.
job.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
So he's
like
What's in
fucking
that
killing
lantern?
it. He's killing it. Oh.
You hear like, I have a lantern too. Sweet.
Yeah. I'll bring it out. Is this something similar?
no, you gotta
let's see.
change. You gotta change your voice. You gotta sound old and be creepy, and then you gotta swing it, and then maybe the spirits will go away, like the other guy was doing.
I think this one might be to see spirits, not make them go away.
Oh.
Brunor, with your perception.
Brunor? What?
Oh. Oh, I saw art from Brunor today. Pickles. Give me a perception check.
17.
All right. The lantern that Jake is holding is the exact lantern that old man was holding.
Oh shit.
And you guys kind of like look up the road,
And then I
there's
look
just
back
like a weird shiver for all of you. Like, wait. You illuminate it, and you know, again, it's the bullseye lantern, so it's got that little draw. You go, and you project it out in front of you. You just see the like strange loose tendrils of undeath energy. Nothing manifesting, no form or creature, but just like there was a ghost that just walked by here.
We all just look at each other like.
So yeah, in this moment of insight, Mark, you're familiar with arcane study. I believe you even have identify or have studied
like
it in the
that.
past. And so in this moment, it is like the virtues of this item are declared to you. Spirits be gone. You hear the whisper in your mind, in the back of your mind.
Cute.
Motherfuckers.
Well then, should we take this with us into this tomb?
You are absolutely welcome to.
Cool. Thanks. Good.
Anytime.
Is it rock?
Sorry, there's a point where you're like, shit, I'm high.
We did it!
I definitely got there. Yeah.
Oh my god, what was that?
All this time.
The whole time.
The whole time? Ooh, the ghost guy.
That's how we feel.
Is this unlocked?
Coming for
Do
you,
we have
Big
to-
Sally.
Oh, is it unlocked?
So the gates are locked. You have the thieves' tools at your disposal.
do.
You could pick the lock. There are no guards around. Strangely, again, it's like that weird moment. Like, where'd that guy come from? And why are there not guards ever anywhere?
Right.
And so yes, as you guys kind of like look around at the gate. It's like you can pull your tools out very easily.
Yes.
So this is actually just going to be a dexterity. So just roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier and
Okay.
your proficiency bonus because you are proficient in this.
So 16 plus, you said dexterity.
Yep.
So 4.
So 20 plus,
plus
I believe your proficiency modifier.
Proficiency.
It should be over here.
Right?
Plus 3.
There you go. So 23.
3.
Okay.
That might work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you think?
You have all seen
Bada
in your travels, you've all seen rogues break out thieves' picks
Isn't
and
that-
crack open a lock. What you see Enra do as she breaks out her tools, you see, your wings kind of shuffle a little bit, and your tools, like your daggers, start manifesting from your mind. And so Enra, in your mind, you actually fly into this lock compartment. And as you search around and find the weak points, you can kind of send these mind daggers into the various points, and you break the mechanism from the inside. Nice. Come back into your powers. You see her tools disappear. And the gates just open.
That is pretty sweet.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
23.
That'd be
nothing. It's nothing. It's- I
Oh,
do it
come
all the time.
on.
Thank you.
So humble.
Oh, very
It's
kind.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just have to do that shit all the time.
I mean, yes. So, Mark, shall you lead us in with this lantern?
Yes, we shall. May I cast Animate Dead? I'd like to try.
oh shit.
Oh, this is gonna
The
be
laugh
good.
it scares
It's
me.
gonna be good.
Whether it's zombies or skeletons, I get 2, but I'd like to leave one, close the gate, like he's the guard of the gate. If we can disguise him a little bit.
Yes.
Guard.
Yeah, absolutely. You have all your stuff at your disposal. Cloaks. You have fancy clothes that you guys kind of took off for battle and stuff. So you have access to any of that stuff. And yes, because the battle was so close, we'll say a couple of the guards were like dragging corpses of the unrested farther from the tree line so they didn't risk getting pulled back inside. And so you look over and you got a couple. We've also talked about you have bone dust that you can use to materialize them if you want to go that route as well. So yeah, either way, whatever you want to do.
I mean, I guess I'll leave it to y'all. Zombie or skeleton? Or
Welcome back to Zombie versus Skeleton.
Or
Flip for it.
Flip for it?
Flip for it. Why not?
Ooh, flip for it.
All right. So what's heads?
Skeletons.
Skelly heads?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What? You knocked off a second coin. That's so cool. I could never do that again.
And one is hell yeah, and one is shit crit. So
Can
we do one zombie, one skeleton?
Hybrid.
Yes. Yeah. I want to know which one's at the gate though, because that's a different thing. A skeleton there, like, or a zombie, just like, I'm the god.
I'm the god. Just
God.
like there's no other gods around. It's just gonna be like the other ones. They're all
It's like
gone
the
anyways.
cast of the Odd Couple. Like this guy is such a curmudgeon.
He is
This
very
guy's-
clean.
Yeah.
Is the other one is
Who made
even
these
more
coins
clean.
for us?
That was, I'm so sorry if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Murder Forker from Discord. Yes, he does amazing woodwork and stuff. God, I might be wrong on that. Wait, fuck, dude, I'm so sorry. I feel bad about that.
It's okay, you're fine.
It was a gift that they did. They sent us. They made these shit.
won it?
It was. I'm sorry. I'll shout it out later. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. I do appreciate it, guys.
I know our amazing crew has us.
They're
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. No, we've had a couple gifts in it, so I just want to make sure that I'm crediting the right people.
Right.
Skimmer. It was Skimmer, I believe, that made the coins.
Skimmer.
So yes, those were,
awesome.
and that's what we use for our inspiration as
A
well.
little hell yeah, a little crit.
Little crit.
Hell yeah, crit.
There's also a Dickens Tangle Face and an Amaryllis Von Shucks, but there was only one of those, and you don't get them.
No.
Oh,
They're for me. I sit in my room and look at them.
shucks.
Well, Dickens.
Ain't that the Dickens?
Ain't that the Dickens?
I think, okay. The guard will be a skeleton.
Okay.
His name is
Up.
Funyuns, because it always sticks around.
Yeah.
And then we will take a zombie with us. Since I have... My undead thrall brings us two, so...
Yes, he's a necromancer.
We have a zombie buddy now.
Yeah.
What's zombie's name?
Slim Jim.
Oreo Cakester.
Yeah.
Stir.
Good.
I can't wait to make you fall in love with him and then kill him.
Oh my god.
That's how it works in D&D. It's always like Oreo and Funyuns, and you're like, no! The king dies. Save Funyuns.
Why? I use all of my life to save Funyuns.
Yeah. Take me instead.
I sacrifice myself on the altar.
Nacho cheese.
Not Funyuns.
All right, but Team Cool
R.I.P.
Ranch.
Nacho cheese and Cool Ranch.
Team Cool Ranch for days, baby. Yeah, we got these fancy boy skellies. You want to put one of them at the front gate?
Look at him.
Which one? Is it the one on the right or the one on the left?
Well, it's gotta be Funyun.
All right, so
Funyun
Funyun.
is...
Which one? That hat?
I
No.
like the one on my
That-
left. Yeah, on
Yeah.
stage.
On the left. All right.
That with the
Yeah,
That's more Funyun.
That's fun.
He's more
That's
fun.
He's so fun.
So Funyun. Look at him.
There's those puppeteering skills.
Funyuns. Funyuns.
Whoa!
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
You guys.
What a terrible fake guard, because he's just like...
Everybody's like, wait, something weird is going on. The ghost comes back, the spirit's away. Oh, what the?
What? I gave you guys a
Like-
signal.
Be cool, be cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Funyuns is standing guard, and the zombie Oreo Cakester is following with you. You see, you guys have seen zombies and skeletons in your travels and battles. You notice that Mark's finesse with magic over the undead is exceptional. It is specifically the school of magic that he is the most competent in. And so rather than kind of like a zombie that's like, and you look over and it's like looking at you and its jaws down, his actually managed to move around somewhat gracefully. And you see when they attack, they are more proficient because of Mark's expertise. So they're not lumbering weird, zombies like Walking Dead, but they've got a little 28 days about them. Like they're able to move quickly.
That's my Oreo Cakester.
She's like, guys, stop
Jonesy.
it. I'm right here. All right, so with the, do you open the bullseye and kind of point the light forward as you guys approach this church?
Yeah, let's go for it.
You know,
Let's do
it has that strange ghost light that lights in the middle of the lantern. You know, it's this strange kind of pale green wispy light that shifts. You know, it seemed, again, the candle itself should have burned out hours ago just by how low the candle is, but it just sits ever burning at the base of this lantern. You know, this kind of eerie green pale light washes out in front of you in like a cone shape, like a 15-foot cone shape, exactly.
Oh,
And so
okay.
you kind of hold it in front of you as you start moving forward.
Let me know if you feel anything.
Yeah.
Anything a little spooky.
Oh yes, if
That goes
if
for
there's
everyone.
any jinglies in your tinglies.
Jinglies.
Jinglies and tinglies.
Yeah. Is there anything, I guess, weird like?
Yeah. I'm use my investigation to see if there's
Yeah.
anything crazy going on.
Yeah, you can kind of tag team it. You know, Pickles, if you want to
Has
look
anyone else
around
been in
and
here that shouldn't be in here, like type thing?
you give me
Shit.
both a perception and investigation. You can give me a perception. You can give me an investigation.
Okay.
Well, I got a 2.
A 2.
My perception is a 6.
I
so-
got a 18 plus 8.
well
8.
18 plus 8. So what?
25.
We couldn't do it.
26.
We backed away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
26.
Oh, just a 26.
Yeah.
That's it?
It's cool. It's
You do the mind thing again, but it's investigating. It's like
It's like,
Whatever. It's
bunch of little
26, man.
magnifying glasses
Glasses are
fly around.
everywhere.
What is with this bird chick? All right,
she's
no.
just standing there, like just doing this, and we're just like, all right.
That's new.
Like she does cool. I'm gonna walk around you. Don't mind.
Oops, did I bump you?
Yeah.
So yes,
She
you know,
was like-
Pickles, you start looking around. You know, again, you have a high perception, even though you roll poorly. You
Yeah.
look around, and it's the,
My
you know,
passive wisdom, my passive perception is like 16.
Yeah.
So like the fact that I rolled
You're like, I would have been
low.
better off not trying to
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
No, but you notice it's like there has been a ton of traffic through the church grounds because of the passing of the king. So there
Okay.
aren't any distinguishable, you know, footprints that seem out of place. Lucian, you know, your tracking ability, you know, you guys are kind of looking at the ground. And so as far as like around you, you don't really see anything out of place. The church is beautiful as all the buildings in Bordeaux are. There are immaculate gargoyles leaning over the edges of these sharp, you know, French Gothic, even though France isn't real, you know, archways that lead in, you know, the walls made of this like gray stone, you know, with great wooden arches all around. You know, there is just kind of a strange coldness to the location. It is the farthest north it's like one of the farthest north buildings in the entire city. You know, the looming woods beyond the Unresting Willows where no one is allowed to go right now linger not too far off in the horizon where you just saw a mighty army emerge. You know, so the air is tense. It's not that there's a thing tracking you or whatever, but it's like so far everything that you guys have been going through, there's some fucking thing. And so it's hard not to believe that in this moment, you know, the same.
So the closer we get to his perceived remains, like, are we seeing anything in this lantern?
So you're actually still outside the church. You're past the gate that was locked in front of it.
But, like,
But
even, like-
yes, but you can
yeah.
like peek through windows and look inside. Again, like the none of the priests that would normally be on the church grounds. You know, again, the Feast of the Forefathers is a large event. They likely went to that and then now are being told to go home, which is not the church. You know, they work there,
Right.
but only some of them live there. Again, there might be some in there because, you know, the church grounds, the caretakers, the priests and stuff often live there as well, but there is no sign of them through the windows, no burning candles or anything of the sort. The king's coffin is not hard to find. It is like the presentation. As soon as you guys open the double doors, you know, basically a long carpeted walkway that would lead upstairs to where the resting location of the king would be, you know, adorned with flowers and stonework on the front of him, you know, clutching his sword, looking his grandest. You know, but it's again as part of like the ceremony of his death. You know, Mark, you've already seen it before as well. So it's not. It's, you know, you don't have to like go delving through this church. It's pretty much the first thing you would come to. So you're just standing. Currently, you guys are standing. You know, peeking through windows and stuff. Nobody seems to be alerted to your presence. And the big gray double wooden doors that stand at the front of the church, you know, hang closed. And that's what you see.
Are they locked?
You know, put your little paw up against and you feel the door. Again, it's
There's
like
no
if they were
guards or
worried
anything?
people were gonna sneak inside or whatever, strange to leave the door unlocked. But it is unlocked.
Okay. Can I go inside and peek around?
You know, kind of push the door open and peer aside. You have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 60 feet.
It's 5e. People, oh yeah, because you've got like the Way of Long Death and
I'm
Fey
fucking
Touch.
Dark vision
bear.
Who doesn't have dark
Yeah.
vision? Okay, so you see illuminated what the little cone
Yeah,
of
you
light,
got the link.
and then another 15 feet beyond that in black and whites. Okay, so you're kind of passing it around. But those of you with your dark vision, because it's 5e
know
and we
if
all
I
have
do
dark
or
vision.
not.
I have dark vision and I'm a human brain.
It's on senses for me.
Yeah,
on
it
my
says it on
character sheet.
senses.
Yeah, it would, or like class abilities often would come from class or race. So it
don't
usually
think
would be in your
so.
special. I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Human variant.
It seems
So
weird though.
just
We might
that.
For
revisit that.
yeah, for like a
vision.
witcher.
You know what?
Let me look.
They always
But for
talk
real
about
life
that.
dark vision, it's
me
always
look.
helpful when there's that shift. Just
Yeah.
cover one.
I don't. You know, it's
Let me
funny.
look.
I don't see dark vision. I'm just double checking
Yeah,
your.
so, like, I don't think
you
I
can
do.
throw up Tom if you want to throw up Lucian's
Ooh, yeah.
character sheet there.
Oh, that's right. We can do that.
I'm
I
peeking
forgot.
through the skills section.
Pretty sure we did.
Gears.
Yeah.
Gears.
Class features, racial traits. You're human, so you wouldn't have it there. And class, dude, it's funny. Like I would have no, because usually they would let it come from race rather than class. That's why. And maybe you
okay.
get an ability later on where you can.
Maybe.
But no. So you and Mark are both. You know, you're seeing the same thing. The bullseye lantern casts out this eerie green light in about 15 feet in front of you, and you guys are able to see even beyond.
Yeah.
You know, the room itself cold and quiet. Again, no signs of life or anything. And as soon as you step in, you know, you can kind of hear your own footsteps in the large, you know, columns of this chamber as they step upon the stone. It's like. You know, that kind of echoes through all around you. But eerie silence is really all that you see at this moment.
With my
Yeah,
high,
See that eerie
a little
silence.
too silence.
with my high investigation,
Makes
do I
sense.
notice anything off?
So, you know, you're kind of like looking around at the areas, you're checking the walkway that leads up. You start kind of looking around. It's like the idea again as a rogue, like that gate that I just unlocked was it was like you could jump over that gate if you really wanted to with no guards.
Or fly over
This
it.
door being unlocked, somebody has already been here before you. You're like, and it's definitely like a
Don't
road.
lie about it. Don't tell me you were here.
Okay.
You're looking around, you know, for any sign, anything that seems out of place, and you notice, you know, and this is just only you notice this, Enra. You notice that on like one of the church pews that sits nearby, you know, when the priest would talk to his gathering, there's a small white tulip. Sat down.
Cute.
Perhaps it was left by a worshiper at some other time. But again, that mental place that you go, that your magic helps you guide your way through the world as a soul knife. You know, that calling to your soul. You feel that hum from that tulip.
Okay, so the closer I get to this the stuff, I'm just gonna walk right up, like just.
You can walk super quietly as
I'm
well.
aware,
So
yeah,
are you guys trying to like keep quiet, or are you just walking into this place?
I'm trying to keep quiet.
I would say we snuck in here, so we'll continue to sneak, right? But there's no guards.
You're
There's
not seeing,
we're aware
no
of.
weird lights or anything
someone
going
might
around.
live here.
Very
It's like the
Yeah.
body of the king's in here, and there's no one around. That's really weird to me, guys.
I think we should make sure his body's in that coffin.
That's what
guys.
I'm saying.
Okay, great. Let's go.
You see Oreo Cakester. Just like,
Sorry.
What's wrong, Cakester?
you scared. Somebody walked into the studio and I just scared the hell out of me. I was like, is it him? Yeah! Oh my God. Oh, sorry. That's terrifying. Okay.
We're having a Halloween episode.
It's spoopy.
It's one of my dumb favorite moments of all movies. Scary Movie 3, when they're in the basement and they bump Simon Rex, the uncle, and he does that little like. And they're like, Charlie Sheen's like, don't worry. To his daughter, it's like, it was
I've got something.
yeah.
Simon, right? Or no?
He is now.
You notice, Mark, you know, again, it's strange for him to be moving outside of you telling him where to go, but as if something is calling to his zombie nature.
Oh no. Kisses?
He steps forward, you know, kind of toward the pews. You know, the pews gathered in front of you, this carpeted area that leads up to to where the grave of King Arathis is. You see flowers of many types all gathered on the top. But you notice he starts walking and then he stops. And he looks down under one of the pews. And you see he's like, but he stops. Like he is under your control, so he's not going to push himself any farther, but he sees something that he wants to eat.
Flesh.
Flesh.
Gross.
Wait, let's do that one more time. Flesh.
Damn it, Tom.
Oh, Wilhelm. All right, so
All right,
yes,
what's under the pew?
you look under the pew, and there are two of the guards of this temple. You know, two clerics. You know, in battle regalia. Their throats are slit,
Uh-oh, Scario!
and they've been stuffed under these pews.
Is there anyone in here?
But you know, you guys, you checked, you're doing perception, you're doing investigation.
Yeah.
You look
There's
around,
no one
obviously,
around.
like, is there like, you all look around, somebody slices all your throats.
that
Game over. I win at D&D. Death to you.
Fair.
They all crit, trust me.
all
No,
crit,
but
trust me.
obviously you're all trained adventurers. Lucian, your hand falls to your sword. You know, you all kind of prepare yourselves, just like, wait a minute. But again, you know, you look,
Relate.
it's not going on right now. This happened before.
Relate to the party.
Can we
Classic.
like see based on like looking at the bodies, maybe how long ago this happened?
Yes,
Has
it
rigor
was-
mortis set in?
Yeah, their bodies are not stiff. These are relatively fresh bodies.
Okay.
And if you had to gauge it, you would think it was about 2 hours ago during the Feast of the Forefathers.
Whoa!
So while
These
that
guys
was
did not
going
get
on,
healthy.
these guys were dying.
Yeah.
Was
And you guys were pooping.
Well, you know where I was then, so no one can blame me for this.
what was his name?
We know you.
Garaneth Ildebrand?
Gareth Ildebrand.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
Gareth Ildebrand was not at the party. Captain Elios Broussard, the
Was.
captain of the Restless
Yeah.
Watch,
We.
came in his
We.
stead.
In his stead, which is weird,
Seems pretty
right?
convenient now that he shows up. Everything's under martial law now. I don't know if it's like he laid all this out or not. It seems fishy to me.
Power grab.
Is there how dead are they? Can they be? Can we?
I was like,
Oh, can we bring him back?
Yeah.
Can we ask some questions?
I don't think. Do you have speak with dead or
don't.
any of the spells? that
Of all things, I have
All right.
animate dead, but not.
you know someone who does.
Whoa!
Your mentor, Tabitha Rothart.
oh.
She is adept at necromantic magic. And you know these bodies are fresh enough. If you could get them to her, she could probably ask them some questions.
How far away is that?
Oh,
But okay.
Start dragging the bodies
We have
up.
to drag these bodies in front of people.
Yeah, to your credit, there are two bodies. Like
Two
you might take their
bodies.
armor off to make it a little easier.
I don't know if I feel.
want
I don't know how I feel about that.
What if we pick one and the other one is the one that knew more information? I feel like if we can bring them both, we should bring them both.
Well,
Fair
which
enough.
one? Which one looks like they're higher ranking? The higher ranking one's gonna know
While
more.
they're discussing this, I'm gonna stand up over by the area where all the flowers and like the body is supposed to be and stuff, like and check it out.
All right, you step up, Pickles. You know your high perception, your sense of smell is very good, and you smell the fresh flowers, looming around. You also
It's
notice.
been a while. I kind of like that smell because it reminds me a little bit of where I'm from because like the gardening and all like the stuff. So I'm kind of lost in that. I'm lost in that sauce for a second. That's what draws me up there.
And this moment, it almost wraps around you, Pickles. Stepping on cold gray stone like the mansion of the Nades. That strange little bit of dust that hovers in the air around you. The strange green light of the lantern, pointing around the room and, trying to illuminate for ghostly figures. But you can't help but be drawn to this, massive tomb, or not tomb, but coffin that sits in front, stone coffin that sits in front of you. As you kind of, make your little steps up the way, the purple gilded carpet, the colors of the House of the Raven at your feet, you start looking up. You notice something very strange on the flower-covered coffin of the great King Arathanus Aglthor. The stone slab on the top is off. It's turned, and it's not sitting perfectly sealed and closed as it once was.
Kiss
Some fuckery is afoot, is what you are telling me.
There's some fuckery about it.
Okay.
Inside.
I'm going to hop on it. And I want to do a little peek peek. I'm not very strong, so I might like just like for just as long as I have to.
Dude.
Until
Can I help?
I was gonna say I'll go and help. I'll go help.
Catching
I'll go help.
Can we help?
All right. You
To
guys,
fight this grave.
you guys start moving up, and everybody's coming to help. But as you're holding the ghost lantern, you get closer. It passes over the top. You see Pickles pushing her might, her little cuddle-forged body pushing against the stone slab. And as the green light passes over at one point, you see that same spectral hand that you saw in the king's chambers flash for a moment. And it points down. Lantern back on it. It's not there. You saw it. And any of you, paying attention, which I would think would be all of you at this point.
Well, I have
noticed.
to be.
Except for me.
We're sharing it. We're sharing a light right
Yeah,
now.
except for me, 'cause I'm-
Because you're pushing on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But Pickles, you kind of turn around and you notice, you like look and you're like, what is up? They're all kind of like slowly,
Looking at me.
cautiously walking up to you as you're.
You're pushing. We're all like,
Yeah.
and you turn around and like, what?
What did that mean? What did you see? Yeah, no,
Well,
of course.
let's look at what this hand was pointing at.
You guys
This
push
hand.
aside the stone slab. Some of the flowers fall out of their assembly and trickle on the floor at your feet.
We grab that tulip or?
That's still.
You didn't see it. I saw it.
Oh,
You didn't.
I didn't hear where it was before.
Yeah, it was
I
on
didn't
one
know
of
if
the
it was part of the
church keys. Yeah,
flower
different
arrangement. Okay.
Yeah. No white tulips on this flower display on the top of the crypt. Not crypt, it's just a coffin. But as you push the stone slab aside, just enough to see in those you dark vision, you kind of point the ghost lantern in. The coffin is empty.
Knew it.
I'm so surprised.
What?
Oh, surprise face.
Lucian, you feel that shiver up the back of your neck.
Shipper.
You felt it a little bit when the hand appeared.
Yeah.
You start feeling around. You turn back down the stairwell, down the rows of pews and everything. And you kind of grab Mark, tilt the lantern. And there's just this spectral, ghostly hand pointing down.
Does the coffin have a false bottom?
That's what I wanted to look for.
You look down. There's a small button on the side.
I'm bouton!
Yeah, I thought so.
You push it.
We.
Yes.
Can I use the mage hand to push it? So
Yes.
we're all
We're
away.
all like
Mark.
away from
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
You summon your mage hand. It pushes the button. 2 trap doors open beneath and drop down. You look down. There's a ladder leading below the city.
Oh, good. I was just gonna jump.
Again?
Into like the sewers? Like, would this take us possibly back to Diarrhea Alley?
You do not know.
Only one way to find out, right?
That's right. And that's where we're going to pick it up after intermission, guys. Ooh, this one's on me. I have to pee so bad. I crushed through these mason jars. But no, yes. You guys all stand around looking at this strange ladder, this drop-away hole that you found beneath the crypt of the king, leading to some unknown area below.
Like a dungeon or something.
Right.
Ooh, man.
okay.
All right. So we're all standing there.
There's no dragons
Oreo
down
Cakester's there. Hopefully Funyun's still standing at the gates. We are going to do us a quick 10-minute intermission, guys. Hang with us. Check out all the incredible original music by Sandy Stein. Art contributed by so many people. So much art has been made for this production. It is just the greatest gift in the world to see it in front of us. Get yourself some more water. Make sure so you can keep up on your crip hits. Heck, maybe you need to roll another joint. I know I do. But we will be back in 10 minutes for the continuation
10 minutes.
of what ended up a very spoopy show.
Spoopy.
Seconds.
Oh, welcome back, buds. Holy shit, what a fucking game we've had tonight. We've been having some spoopy spoops and sneaky sneaks and ghosts, and there was a battle between an army and a bunch of stags, and shout out all you beautiful people in chat. Oh my gosh, huge thanks to everybody bringing in listeners and having a good day. Mad Goose won the Battle Royale. It's pretty awesome. Love that fucking guy. Big Sloaney here, winning the jump game. Sorry, Drew, you can't win the jump game anymore. Lives up. Huge shout out to everybody. Dave Clark, everybody for being here. We fucking love you. Dave Clark, the man, helped us get all these lights set up in the first place and has helped as we've continued to build this the studio experience out. We have a nice little after intermission. We like to take 5 minutes or so and check in with chat, check in with our players and see where we're at, guys. How are you fucking feeling right now?
Bad check.
Good.
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 I make them say that. Yeah, vibe check.
Vibe
Ooh, that's
check.
good. See, we might just call it the vibe check. The post-intermission vibe check.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Big Water. Big Water.
Coming for you.
Coming for you.
Coming for you, big water.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, quite a lot of stuff has occurred
Yeah.
here. We've seen a lot of big things at play, but yeah, vibe check. I think that's the way to go. Grim Wilder, thanks for being here. Arj hanging around. Bracarius, I know you're East Coast, so you're still here. HFL Bossman, man, Wazam, baby.
What's that, fam?
How you guys doing? You digging this? You guys having a good time?
Always.
Yeah.
The fucking best.
Always.
It is. It's great. Little scared. What's going on? It's been spoopy. A little
I love
bit.
spoopy.
Yeah, there's like not ghosts
But
and
Zombies.
some haggeration.
zombies
Yeah,
that we're
zombies.
friends with.
Oreos.
And
Funyuns.
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 All right, I love
Snap.
Funyuns though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funyuns are great.
Funyuns
He's doing
one.
good.
Maybe we do a one shot where you all just play the like
Funyuns?
chip
Oh.
skeletons. Yeah.
That
Cool.
is-
Yeah, it'll be like my name is Cool Ranch of the Northern Realms, and like
nacho
just
cheese.
nacho cheese. Funyuns, the boring one. You're like, wait, your name though.
It's Funyuns. And then it's Oreo who's the zombie. We're like, we get it, you're a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got flesh still, okay.
All right, Cakester.
Tom, can you bring Chad up for me? And this is a
Whatever.
nice little time to hang out with Chad a little bit.
I have orange juice.
Orange juice.
Got orange juice flexing over here with you. Got that orange juice money.
Someone.
Funyuns from Madam
Big orange
Madam Funyuns.
Funyuns.
Madam Funyuns in the house.
That's who we're talking about.
We're
It's your
talking about-
child.
That's who it was.
I'm sorry to announce that you lost your
lost
Funyun
you.
baby.
I'll take
Funyun
good care
baby.
of him.
I'll take real good care of him.
Yeah, he gets fancy suits. Your
Yeah.
magic item that gives him a little bow tie.
I like that.
It's fun.
That's just fancy.
Do that if you play D&D at home. Do that kind of stuff. Like it hurts nothing to like let people summon skeletons with fancy coats and hats. It costs nothing but brings nothing but enjoyment. So.
Nothing but
Especially because Funyuns right now is just standing like,
Yeah. Doing
well,
his
he's a
best.
skelly, so it's like,
Yeah, doing his best.
Picturing skeletons and zombies just standing around is literally one of my. Whenever I'm playing D&D, if there is one, I'm just like in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, just like,
Yeah.
just like chittering there.
the only thing funnier is a skelly like at full like Kermit.
Yeah. It just makes like xylophone and marimba noises. Like.
Shout out Tyler Collinsworth up in the house. Yeah, big Tyler. One of my best friends in the
Third
entire world.
favorite fried ring. What's your first?
What's-
Onion?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we go.
What is your
Pork
first
rind.
favorite fried ring? You're getting called out.
And the second.
No, I just need to know the first.
Yeah, I guess you just gotta do your big one. Don't.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't come at me
yeah,
with your
yeah.
third favorite.
Yeah, I wanna.
yeah.
Who's your third favorite 98 degrees guy? None of us know.
None of us know.
It was Nick Lachey all day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I knew that. So
he
Reddit.
ranks for
I was
all.
like,
It's like, who's your
that's
third
not
favorite?
one that I
Nick
knew very
Lachey.
well.
Who's your fifth favorite? Nick Lachey.
Nick Lachey. Yeah.
Who's your first?
And it's all the
Nick
right
Lachey.
answer too. It's
Nick
like,
Lachey.
yeah.
Latchy.
He like hosts those dating shows on Netflix now, and like I was watching tricks. It was very weird. I watched drag queens watch the shows, so I don't have to
That's the
watch
way to
it.
do
And they
it.
just make fun of it, and
Awesome.
it's way bebetter. Nick Lachey just wears like Tommy Bahama shirts now. Like it's just he's like
Just
it's-
gave up.
Yeah, and not even gave up. Is like because you know like Jeff Probst with like Survivor,
Yes,
like
I
he's
do.
on that like wicking shirt
Yeah.
like game.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure he's sponsored by some incredible
Yes.
like all weather like pockets everywhere
Oh, yeah.
shirts. You know
Yeah.
like
Leather pocket shirts brought to you
Those
by
short
All
sleeves.
weather pockets.
He's got to show off them guns because my
Right?
man Jeff is packing guns.
So
Yeah.
so I think that's
Probsty.
like Nick Lachey is trying to like figure out what his version of that is going to
Yeah.
be while he's hosting all these shows that are on Netflix now.
He's
Yeah.
doing the Adam Sandler, where like all of these dating shows are in like crazy Caribbean islands and shit like that.
Dude.
So it's like, it's a vacation with me and my wife. Let's go. Let's host
Yeah.
a show. And it'll
Just saying
take
a lot
20
of
minutes
yes.
out of my day where it's just like, okay.
And then
see you
murder
later.
will happen.
And then
It's a
murder
mystery.
happens.
That's usually when murder
I feel like
happens.
that's what once you've been defeated in the way that he has by Justin Timberlake, you know what I mean? Like it's like there was a time where they had like it was like
I think he won a different game.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I don't know.
We're talking about him right now. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
he's obviously got it figured out.
Right.
Yeah.
Until he got murdered.
Until he was murdered.
Oh no. Onion ring. I knew it was onion ring. I knew it. Onion ring. A second one, then
A
Funyun.
second one. We'll
Yeah.
keep that. That's the mystery. Tune in next week for
For
the Tyler Collinsworth second favorite fried
Fried
onion.
onion. Fried.
Does he mean a second
round
onion
thing.
ring? It's like one onion ring, two
Oh, and
onion
then
rings.
another
A second
onion ring.
smaller onion
I'd
ring.
prefer an additional
Smaller
onion
onion
ring
ring.
Yeah.
versus a
Multiple
Funyun.
onion ring.
Ooh, onion ring.
I like one onion ring, then I like a second one, then Funyuns, then a third onion ring.
Yeah.
And the third onion. In that order.
In that order.
order.
Please.
People are like, dang, this Tyler guy's a brilliant onion. Yeah, no, just shout Wasteful Friday, Wasteful Days, catching
Nick
you in here.
Lachey's
Jazz and
onion
Man
ring.
being here, Grim Wilder. I'm just shouting you guys out because it's such an
Onion ring.
opportunity.
Oh,
So great to hang with
I
us.
want to tell you guys something.
Tell me everything.
I'm hosting a
I'm smoking
show,
onion
a
ring.
D&D burlesque show on April 6th at the Red Dwarf. Forgot I was, hey, I'm
Ooh.
doing that.
Ooh.
So if you want to see me play, just I'm a host. I'm a wizard, and then there's a DM that's like the god voice and stuff. If you want to see me host a show and probably also do a burlesque, then go to and you're like a person that lives in town, I guess.
Yeah, in
Go
the
to the
Vegas
burlesque
area.
show.
In the Vegas area.
That helps.
Yeah, if you're in the Las Vegas area, go
Step
to the
one.
Red Dwarf
Nice.
on April 6th.
I'm going to build on that. If you're also in the Vegas area, on April 8th, we'll be doing a free family show of Romeo and Juliet, put on by the Nevada Shakespeare Festival, and I will be playing Tybalt and the nurse.
Yes!
So-
Oh, so the best characters in the show.
Oh.
Okay, great.
So,
God,
it's
I
only
love
right.
I do wear a dress.
As Tybalt.
As Tybalt.
Right.
So that week, you can catch Brenna out of a dress, me in a dress.
Yeah.
And
We switched.
And then
I love
then
it.
April 1st is Nicole's birthday.
oh.
No joke.
No. And then we could Jake off on April 22nd for Jake's birthday.
Got Jake off for Jake's birthday.
And then
Yeah.
April 24th
It's your
is
birthday.
Brenna's birthday.
This month is birthdays out the wazoo,
Yeah.
guys.
So
Birthdays.
lots of reasons to lighters up.
Yes.
You know,
Plus-
we got one other
Yes.
birthday coming up too on April 20th, the legendary stoner holiday of 420.
That's right.
We have the 3-year anniversary of Weed&d and the Art Hard Studios, guys. So we're going to be coming up with all kinds of fun stuff for 420. Definitely come hang out with us then. Catch Brennan all our awesome things as we do offerings. You know, many of us here working around town and stuff, we'll drop them here. And if you're ever in the area, come check it out. And it'd be so nice to put a face to some of these names, guys. So yeah, let's light us up to fucking all this awesome shit going on, guys.
Yes.
Right?
Ladders up to awesome.
Yeah.
Blow out your candle.
Well, I even have a joint. I'm gonna light it. Guys, this feels like a pretty natural transition point to me. So thank you guys. Thanks, chat. Thanks for all the support, man. Just having some of the people bringing stuff through Questline brought us some love. Huge shout out to Roz and all those people. They are incredible. Their studio setup is just like the most inspiring thing ever. Thanks for bringing your party our way. Hopefully, if you guys are still hanging from that, we really appreciate you being here. But we are going to get back to doing that sweet thing that we do. We're standing in a pretty spoopy place, and I think we should jump back in love.
Oh God! Every time.
You're all. Let me close that. I'm gonna bring this. We're going this way for now. All right. You're standing within the great church of Cordeaux, gathered around the crypt, or damn, I keep doing that, but the coffin of the fallen King Arathanus. You investigated inside, and there was nothing. His body was nowhere to be found. And underneath him, a trap door that dropped down with a ladder leading to something below. You all stand around, some of the dust in the air that was knocked up by the dropping of the doors, the hollow echo inside of the church. As the doors bang on the walls below. In this moment, each of you noticing the pieces, the threads that seem to be coming together. Some of you have your thoughts on who's to blame and who the players in this big, masquerade are. Currently, the Kush Kingdoms has declared martial law and now declares rule over all of the kingdoms. You have noted that their leader, the Lord Commander, Garaneth Ildebrand, was not present at the festival. The corpses that lay hidden under the pews nearby, that you guys are dragging along with you, killed during the festival itself. Many strange pieces coming into light, ghostial figures, hag spirits, magical energies. That tension floats in the air all around you. What do you do?
All right. Let's think before we make any quick decisions. We have these 2 bodies that may give us answers. I think that there's value in figuring out what that is.
I believe we should jump in the coffin.
I grab both of you. Now wait! We have to think about this before you just go jumping into something. You have no idea where it leads to.
Oh, Dan, we did that earlier in the Eaglefort mansion. You walked right into the different places with no problem. Why are you so scared of this?
Well, first of all,
Are you afraid of ghosts?
I'm not afraid of ghosts, although I am feared that Lucy might be. And I bring you guys back over, so we're all on the same side again.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you could probably just hop down there and fly back up.
I could climb back up. I don't need to use my wings because I will not be using my wings in solidarity with all the people. I've already told you this. What if we divide and conquer?
Split up the party.
Okay, hold on. The thing about the wings, though, listen. I like you a lot.
I don't know if you do, because if
I
you're
really
about to tell
do.
me that my idea, my morals are wrong, then that must seem that you don't actually like me. Why are we having this conversation right now?
I'm just saying that, like, I just want to support you in what you are doing, so maybe you can tell me a little bit more about how did you fly down here? Did you fly down here with your celestial friends?
Yes. I can,
And then as soon as you landed, you said, no more flying.
kind of, but not quite that quickly. But when we all got here and we realized that there were issues going on here in this place, while my brothers and sisters left and went to other realms, I stayed here.
Mm-hmm.
And in viewing the dislike that I got when I was flying, I decided to stop because I'm not here to make enemies. I'm here to make partnerships and to fix what's wrong here.
Okay.
Me flying isn't going to make anything better, especially there's a ladder. Why would I waste that?
I did not see the ladder.
Look, there is a ladder right there.
Well, I rolled like an 18, and I just want to see if there's any perception. I was rolling. I would like to make a perception check.
Give it to me.
Just to see if I'm being lied to.
That's what would be an insight check.
Insight.
Yes.
Cool. Well, insight is cool. Awesome. Well, I rolled a 12, and my insight is 6.
Okay, so you got an 18.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to see. I don't care what it is. I just want to know if there's a lie afoot.
You don't feel like you're getting the full story.
Okay. That's enough for me. I know, because I also have my own versions of things that, like, I don't want to give a full story about. So I get that. I just want to... I'm new, and I am from a very small town, and it's hard for me to make new friends. So I'm just here to just see if everything is being truthful, because fucking told me about changelings and shit like that, so I'm just wondering if people are lying to me about who they are. So that's it.
Well, I feel like people can lie to you no matter what they are.
That is true.
You're not wrong. Are you the only of your brethren
Here, yes.
to stay in this realm?
Here, yes.
What do I think about that?
I don't know. What do you think?
So you are familiar. Again, you get the information from around the kingdom. So when there was a celestial envoy that showed up at the gates of the Kush kingdoms, there's some speak of the reason they haven't interfered is that there was some edict on Mount Celestia that prevented the Celestials from aiding as this world of Ganjaria came to light, afeared of losing their own kingdom in the way that Mab shattered the Feywild and the Shadowfell. So some edict was at last lifted, and an embassy of Celestials came to the gates of the Kush kingdoms. They have moved on, and that was where Enra appeared in the right timeline to support.
Righto. As we're discussing, amongst us, I'm going to send Oreo Cakester down into the pit.
All right. So are you trying to hide it?
I just saw.
Yeah, I saw him. He looks great.
Tom! And puppeteering the whole way.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Am I trying to hide it from the party?
Yes. No. Okay.
I grab him and throw him back up. Wait!
What are you so afraid of?
Oh, I want us to discuss things before we just go ahead throwing things down into this mysterious hole.
He would have climbed clumsily.
He's a zombie. I don't know if he can climb or not.
Plumbed.
Clumped.
Climb.
Absolutely.
Clam.
But fair. Let's.
Okay.
Now, this spot is clearly not going anywhere, but these bodies we have a time limit on, so we have to make a decision. Mark?
If someone's throat was slit, does that mean they saw who slit their throat, or did they only just have it happen from behind them? Because then if they have no information for us, all I am saying is that they might have been murdered from behind, and we will leave this place and then they will be like, I did not see anything, and then we'll be like, well, shit, okay, then I guess we'll go back over, and then we'll come back here, and then there's gonna be some ghost or another hag or some shit.
Do the slit throats indicate any sort of weapon? Can we tell what slit their throats?
Well, I was going to say I didn't get time to do a full currency investigation of plus ladder analysis. But
What are you waiting for?
I'll get right to it.
Meanwhile, Oreo Cakester's going for the ladder again. You're like that.
I'm like, wait a minute, just
Stop.
wait.
Stop.
Just everybody wait.
Dun, dun,
So I'm
dun,
doing
dun, dun,
investigation?
dun,
Yeah.
All right.
dun, 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 dun.
13.
Okay. You're not able to glean as much as you would hope from looking at a wound. But you do notice a few things that it isn't. It isn't a weapon made of steel or wood. It is not made by magical burns or acid. There is no... It's a clean cut. Make me a survival check as well.
Okay. Oh. I'm supposed to have a bonus to this, but that's a 10. Oh, but I had my...
Survival, the skill survival.
But it has one of those dots next
Oh,
to
you
it.
get your proficiency bonus to it as well.
So proficiency, right?
Yes.
So plus 3. So it's, again, a 13.
Okay.
Damn.
Lucky number.
You have seen this kind of wound before. You cannot recall where. But you know you've seen a wound like this before.
I wish I could tell you guys more. It's something. It's familiar, but I can't tell you what it is. Yeah.
Can I check it out?
You can, yes. You would try to find a different deduction than what
Yeah.
he was
I
reasoning.
just want to know.
Doo-doos.
4,
Oh.
3, this is investigation.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I got 0.
All right.
Like, yep, somebody was, throats was slit.
Definitely
No,
dead.
they didn't
Definitely
punch
did.
his throat open.
Yeah,
You know that.
I definitely didn't know that they bladed this.
They didn't use
That's-
water to cut their throats open. I can tell you that
Oh,
much.
wow.
Now power washers used today.
Excellent. Well,
All right, so we don't know if they were killed from behind or from the front. So talking to them could be a waste of time or could have all the answers. We are still in the same place.
cool. Well, as long
True.
as we are here, let us go down into this coffin
We will then
business.
lose the bodies. We
Why?
only have a limited time. Mark,
Why do we lose the bodies?
because you only have a certain amount of time to reanimate them.
How do you know that?
That's because it's been said before.
It's my mentor, yes. My master, Tabitha Rotheart. She, while I cannot commune with the dead directly, she can. It's a matter of time, so do we stay or go?
I have to give you something, Mark, because you are a necromancer. And you do have keen mind, photographic memory. You have a backdoor into the DM through your perfect memory. You do know.
Is that a promise?
You know.
I was like,
Fucking damn right, it's a problem. Damn right.
Don't worry, Steph. I love you guys.
Let me roll. Let me flip the coin. Mark, the spell that would be used by Tabitha is called Speak with Dead. It is a 3rd level spell. And it is 10 days before you cannot speak to a corpse that has fallen. Do with that information what you will.
10 days. That's good.
Mark has to tell us that, though. We don't know.
Well, I'm just.
I will tell you
That was-
that.
Oh, great.
We've got a minute. They can go a bit sour, and we can still get some answers.
So we have 1 minute.
We've got 10 days.
Oh,
Now,
10
as it
days.
counts down, do we get like less
maybe.
information?
No?
Okay.
10 days.
All right. Good.
Think of it
10
as an
days.
intermission. We have 10 days.
I love it.
So you know, Mark, again, you know the nature of this spell. I'm sorry. No, wait, maybe I was wrong. Oh, shoot, no. Wait.
Just kidding, 10 seconds. Oh.
Dagon.
Okay, no, the spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. It does not happen. Hey, so you know how the spell works, Mark. I apologize, I was wrong. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse only knows what it knew in life, including the languages that it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And the corpse is under no compulsion to offer you a truthful answer if you're hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell does not return the creature's soul to its body, it simply animates its spirit. It cannot learn new information. It doesn't comprehend anything that happened since it died, and it cannot speculate about the future. But, I apologize. This does not seem to have a limit on how old the corpse can be. It has to still have a mouth and can't be undead.
Sweet.
Okay.
They're just regular dead, so that's good.
They're just straight up dead.
But yeah, has to have a mouth, cannot be undead.
Cool. Well, then let us go down. That is fine. Then we will go down into the bottom and.
What is the? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if we don't have to worry about the bodies or something, right?
I feel like Enra's really concerned about going down there, so I just want to make sure that you're good with going down there first. We're a team.
Oh, we agreed.
We are at the committee, right?
Right.
The committee makes choices together. So yeah.
This is what I was trying to get us to do so long ago.
Well, here we are.
Well, I'm sorry that I came up
And
with the
yet
idea
again,
first.
my words have now been taken and put into your mouths and repeated back to me.
Don't you put your words in my mouth.
I just
Instead,
pushed
make me
Cakester
give
down
them
the hole
back to you.
first. Just-
Yeah.
All right, you push Cakester in to the hole. And she's like,
Oh, cakey boy.
and you hear he hits something down about 80 feet.
Whoa. Cool. It's a long way down.
That's what we climb and not
Boy, I'm
do.
glad I didn't jump in there now.
I think he's dead. I think that the fall 80 foot, that's, sorry.
Not Cakester!
Let me roll damage. It is, yeah.
And see, I didn't even want us to go down in the first place.
Oh, I rolled 3 6s, dope.
Wow.
21. Dude, 6, 5, 6. Don't let me roll these for damage for you later.
I'm glad
That's
he's
what
rolling
Cakes
them on
is for.
32 damage.
Oh no.
So you hear the cacophonous splat. He has undead fortitude, though. So I think he gets to make a save. I'm sorry, I have to do this because it's hilarious.
What is zombie HP? Because I
Zombie.
have
We love
right.
you.
It has
his HP
22.
His death is on your
increased by
hands.
6.
28 hit points.
I mean, I didn't push him, but
So he does splat, but he has undead fortitude. If he hits 0 hit points, he gets to make a con save with a DC 5 plus the damage taken. Oh no, the DC's way too high because he took 30. It's 41 DC. If you roll a natural 20, the zombie will have 1 hit point left, but you have to roll a natural 20.
Oh god.
Should we do it for Cakester?
Do it again.
And he's like, his undead fortitude reaching out, like, maybe I can pass this. I have cool art.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Oh! Wait, inspiration. That's not for an epic opportunity. If you want him to still be alive, he absolutely can be for the cost of inspiration.
You don't even have to roll.
You don't even have to roll, just let him live.
I mean, still roll because what if you got a 20?
I mean, well then.
That would be fun.
But again, by using your inspiration, using an epic opportunity, you can control this narrative moment however you see fit.
Let's see what it is. Whoa! Shit.
Was it a 1? Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man.
It's fine. Take my coin. Let him be dead. I tried.
You tried everything.
I tried.
All right, I've cashed in it.
Oh, yeah.
You can earn it back.
My other one.
Oh, sweet.
Because it did the split into 2 thing earlier.
Oh, that's right. It did split. All right. Maybe there was 2. All right. So yes, you hear the cry, the last call of Oreo Cakester, as like the lungs within his undead body collapse. Like he just hit from 80 feet, dropped from such a height that his body was crushed on impact. You could reanimate him again. He'd be a little skinnier than he used to be.
Oh my God.
Be a little flatter in the make.
No.
But you have that opportunity. He is just.
already
He was dead. He's dead again.
Dead.
He just be the schmutz.
He's
my God.
the
He's
thin
the-
version where it's like the tinier Cakesters, the tinier Oreos.
Oreo mini.
Oreo thin.
Yeah, those are lies.
All right, so you all hear the echoing splat of Oreo Cakester after you see Mark just pushes him down the hole.
I say we climb.
Yeah, let us climb. So I will start to climb down.
All right, so you start climbing down the ladder. Who's in the front?
I would like to be in the front, so my wings can help shade us in case there is something afoot.
Well, yeah, someone with dark vision also.
I have dark vision.
Me as well. So I will be behind Enra.
All right, so Enra, you take the lead. Pickles behind, and then Lucian, and then Mark. You guys begin climbing. Are all of you going down the ladder?
We're sharing the lantern, so
Well, we're climbing down, but they can see.
They're like,
Just weird little.
We're like climbing
Awkwardly,
down the
like,
ladder,
climb
right?
down
So
the
like
ladder.
you'd be able to look up at the very least if you were the last
You
one.
could also
and see
give
it.
it, you could
Yeah.
let Enra use it as well. Like you can pass it between members of the party as well. However you want to do it.
But they can
I
see in the
have dark
We-
vision, but I can hold it so that you can see also. Like I'm in front.
And you
Oh,
can see
like a
any-
train.
I guess that's true.
I've got the
Yeah,
light because I'm the head of the train.
So smart.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
What the fuck's a train?
It's from France. It's not real.
Nah.
All right, so Enra, you take the lead as you start going down. You know, you hear each of the members following closely. You know, Pickle's right behind you as you kind of go down this little hole in the earth. You see the kind of splattered guck of just what remains of Oreos as he fell down this hole. You know, he splattered upon the ground, viscera cast upon this small, like 4x4 foot, like chamber that goes down into the earth. You see he landed on yet another door. His body just splatted on it. Some of what was oozed out of the bottom end maybe squeezed through the cracks and drips now below. But he is completely flattened on top of another set of these strange doors. The mechanism, you know, you look around and that's what you see.
Cool. Is that it? There's nothing else in this
Yeah,
room?
there's like an Oreo slushie.
Oh God.
Just kind of, you know, like flicking just all over
You
the
gotta
walls.
make it sound delicious.
And then, yeah, the corridor that you're going down it ends in yet another set of these closed doors.
Is there any insignia or anything on them, or like a lock or anything that I recognize from anywhere?
That'd be an
Like,
investigation check.
cool. Well, I've been doing so good so far. Well, I got a 20.
welcome.
Yeah.
I'm investigating.
You investigate
all this shit.
the shit out of this. Yeah, you know, as again, your keen perception or your keen investigation. Now, look at you. You kind of notice that there's a particular puddle of the pieces that remain of the zombie that was just sacrificed down on these doors. And there's a small recession in one corner of the side, similar to the one that you saw at the bottom of the king's coffin.
Boop.
The floors drop out from under you. Everybody make athletics checks. You realize that unlike this chamber you've been going down now, there is no ladder beneath this trap door.
Oh no.
Oh.
9. 7.
You said
I got an 8.
athletics
I
or
have a 7.
acrobatics?
Athletics in this case.
Acrobatics?
In this case. I know everybody wants acrobat. That's the one time I won't be like, you could do backflips instead. This is specifically an athletics check.
Okay, fine. 8.
7.
4.
18.
Nice. Help us.
Like Matrix Mark's legs go bow, 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 bow. He's smoking a cigarette. So Mark, you notice that like you see Pickles, and again you're so smart, you know, maybe you see things about half a second before anything happens, and it's like, wait, there's not a, and before you can get the words out, Pickles just pushes the button, and the door drops, and you look down, and you're just like, and just again your long gangly body just kind of spider daddy long legs as you into this little 4x4 foot corridor, and you're pressed. You look down and you see Lucian, Enra, and Pickles.
I can't catch him.
You're not strong enough to catch them. If you have magic, you might be able to try, or any items that you have that could aid in this, I would say yes, but this is, specifically, you were the last one in the order, and they all failed. So it's like by the time you can really reach, Lucian is the closest one to you, so if you did want to try to catch Lucian, I would allow you, but, you know, there'd be some rolls involved.
I have slow fall.
Yeah, you do. You notice that Lucian and Henry are falling faster than Pickles. It's just like,
So actually, when you fall, to reduce any falling damage you take by 30.
awesome.
Okay.
Enra, no judgment. If you open those wings, I won't tell anybody. I will not tell a soul.
All right, this one's happening fast. So, Enra, the floor drops out from under you. What do? You scrape at the walls. Your hands cannot catch anything.
I was going to say, can I use an object? Is there anything I can
You're
grab?
reaching out. You're trying to grab into your bag and everything to make the protection. That's kind of what the athletics check was. Like, you can't really stop yourself from falling physically.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what else I can possibly
You feel the wind pushing against you. You know, your feathers kind of beating against your skin. You feel, you've noticed that Pickles is not like right behind you anymore, but Lucian now is on your tail. We shift to Mark. Mark, what do? you see this happening in front of you. You do have this moment to act. What do you do?
I've got to help them out. I take off the cape of the Montebank.
What?
And it's a magic cape that I have.
Good.
Yay.
And I'd like to lower it. I'd like to drop it so one of them can grab it. And if I can let them know how to...
Oh, all of us keep grabbing each other's like heave-ho.
Yeah,
that
'cause,
game.
like, I
grab each
could grab it and then grab Lucian.
All right, what you've done here, you guys get your acrobatics check.
Yeah!
All right, so you pull off the cape of the Montebank and you know, kind of like, it shimmers with magical energy.
Oh, no! 6.
Oh, no.
6.
Plus, what's your
That's it. That's with the plus.
13.
A 1! Oh, yes! One more shit crit for the table. Oh, this is beautiful. Lucian Lamore, you're going to be up after we take this hit, so.
One's for luck. Ooh, we touched one.
Ooh, guys, this it's funny. Like doors haven't been a problem for you guys. I just had to turn them this way, and then doors had their natural effect.
What's a
on
door
the
this
party.
way?
That's it. Floor doors.
Yeah.
Floor doors.
Floor doors.
Floor doors, baby. We got floor doors.
Floor doors.
It's a floor door sedan.
Floor doors.
You climb in through the bottom.
Floor
Oh, this is beautiful.
And the card just
This is so unnecessary.
Oh, gosh.
everything's wrong.
All right, so we've got a failure. I don't mean like personally, you're a great person, but like as the role,
Yeah, whatever.
we've got a couple failures.
Oh.
Mark, not your finest with a 14, but Lucian Lamore, what do you got?
I got an 11.
You got an 11.
That's not-
All right.
It's better than ours.
So Mark, as before, you notice the three of them are falling, and as they try, like you see them, you throw the cape of the Montebank. I'm not going to have you lose it. You still have control of it because you're trying to create like a way to catch everybody. But you feel as slippery hands. Everybody's got butterfingers. They just slip off the magical energy of the cape. Something that's like beneficial about the cape normally actually serves to kind of make it hard for them to grab onto it.
What is that, velvet?
Just the seam pops out. Ildessa. Oh, it's an Ildessa.
Can I grapple to anything?
Again, we've kind of, it's like
All
at this
right.
point,
All right.
Mark, you watch your friends plummet, but you notice that Pickles is just kind of floating down below. Pickles, you look down again, you have high perception, your eyes glimmer with your dark vision, and you look. Now, Enra was holding the lantern, so you see this little green light, like,
I just see the, yeah.
it's like spinning down.
Oh my
And you
God.
see this big, dark pool of water.
Oh, Jesus.
Far below, like 100 feet down. And Enra, you're just hauling toward it. You feel the air around you gets more. There's like more water vapor in the air. It's like you start sweating a little bit as you're looking. You're feeling yourself tumble as you plummet. Lucian, you feel your fingertips slip off. Not like the curtains, the sweet curtain exit of Cordeaux, but you kind of go for that same maneuver, and different fabric slides off. You plummet past Pickles, and you're falling down toward this pool of water as well.
I have a question.
Yes.
Am I able to have Pickles throw me towards Enra faster?
I'll just jump off you towards Jake.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Pickles be jumping all. Yeah.
I
What,
could just
what do you
use-
want to
'cause I
do?
can't
Because-
I might
throw.
cost you your.
I'd see it was already in my hand, so I was gonna say, am I able to use my blood magic to create like an ard, like a force kind of thing? But as I'm going down, so I want to like shoot down towards her, grab her around and just be like, you're not gonna fly, but just open your wings. And like as we get right to the surface, I just blast it, and then from that the wings open up and we just don't splat.
Yeah, we can do that.
Falling with style. It ain't flying.
Drew, you get an inspiration refund.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The moment is set, the party is plummeting. Enra is a green dot falling toward this large pool of water in this huge, vast cave network below Cordeaux. Pickles floating, the slow falling, slowly beneath you. Lucian, you plummet right past Pickles. He gestures for you to hit him.
Yeah.
He's like, kick me.
Kick me down.
I'll do a little jump off of him. Yeah. Pew! Like kick my little leggies. Pew!
Nice. That kind of resets your fall distance.
Yeah.
You jump back, and you start slow falling again. Mark, you're like looking down. It's like, oh man, look at this. Now you see Lucian. The blood pierces from where Pickles' feet jump off. it's these jets of blood that spill out from behind you. Pickle's like, oh shit, I kicked you too hard.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay.
But you know, where she jumps off, you see these sharp, piercing bits of blood.
Like-
and then as the blood control of magic, you kind of turn it into like
A
jetpack.
jetpack.
Oh! And so the blood starts pushing you, and you shoot down. Enra, you kind of like make notice of every time that you like spin around.
Like, I'm
he's getting
coming for
closer
ya.
and closer and closer.
Super Meat Boy.
Did you
You
just
feel
make a
him
blood
connect.
jetpack?
Kind of.
Blood jetpack.
It only goes.
Beat that.
It only goes down though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll take more damage because he's going faster. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So you finally connect. You land on Enra. What do you
It'd
say?
be like, well, while I don't choke, for sure. I just want to be like, hold on tight, and at the right moment, when I tell you to, just open your wings. You're not gonna fly, but trust me.
Okay.
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 You notice with Lucian's control, you stop spinning. It's like he's calculated the energy that he needs, and the magic of his own blood that fuels this moment is pushing him in perfect synergy. You stop, and you're just pushing down. You seem to be going faster. You know, it's like as if he wants to build this velocity. And just when you're maybe 10 feet away from the water,
And when you open your wings, hold on. You know, like it's gonna catch. So it's gonna catch both of us. So just be ready for that.
Okay.
That was the other thing.
I'll be
Like, don't
ready.
just open and be like, whatever. It's
Open
like,
them?
go!
Open them? Wait, open them now? Open them now?
is it now? I don't want to miss
Not now. Wait, so is it 1, 2, go on 3, or is it
Go
1,
on
2,
3.
3, then go?
die.
It's flat
Is this blood gonna stain my feathers?
for a little bit.
A bit.
But there's water down there from what we saw, so easy fix.
The stain won't set.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like club soda.
Tell me when.
All right, so yeah, as we're plummeting down, we're just gonna be kind of spiraling and just be like now, and then I'm just gonna blast it out, and it's gonna hit the water and like hit it.
You draw the blood from your back. It sucks in, remounts through your back and pierces out through your hands. You shoot this beam at the water, and you see the water bows, creating this pocket of air that pushes up.
Right, as it
intensely
comes out
against
and
you.
then comes back up. Yeah.
And
You opening those wings?
I'm opening the wings.
You feel this rip as you kind of capitalize upon this gust of air. It like pulls you guys up in the air just long enough to kind of reset your fall distance. You splash into the strangest feeling water you've ever felt. It's like laying in jello. You feel it washing over your body. Pickles floating in the air above, just kind of like slow falling, like what the? You see they shoot back. You
Yeah.
can choose to engage with them or kind of stay up in your own little space.
I want to hop off the back of the like when they get up to me, I go wee, and I jump back up.
Reset your fall, nice.
Yeah, reset
Nice.
my
And so
fall.
with that and your slow fall ability,
Yeah.
the strange surface tension of this pool of water does not give you any damage. But you also, as your your Cuddleforge body slides in, you feel again it's the sensation that you're in like a pool of thick, viscous liquid.
gross.
Stew.
Enra, your mind starts like you have thousands of tiny mind daggers stabbing you inside your own head. There's just this sensation of being in this place that just racks into your mind.
I was like, did I do that?
So they are all in this
didn't know I
liquid.
was gonna do
Mark,
that.
you look down. You see the many stages. You can't do this epic display of blood magic and the mighty wings of Enra and the finesse and martial arts of Pickles all in this descent. You look down, but you are now quite significantly farther up than them. What do you want to do?
I'd like to go down the ladder, please.
So you look up. So the ladder didn't continue beneath, but you look up and you're like, and you can pull it off. And like I said, you've got all these little skeleton bones and stuff. You're a smart enough guy. I will say you can jury rig, kind of sticking little bones in and utilizing the ladder to go down. It will take you a little while.
We also broke the surface tension by landing in the water.
Yeah, I would say because you did succeed, I don't want to penalize success. If you decided in that display of everything that, if I dropped right now, your mathematical brain is so good that you could have also benefited. Like, as Pickles jumped off of the wings as they pursed up, she could turn around and kick your feet up, reset your fall distance, and you would fall
We're just
from,
like
20 feet above the ground.
Let's try. Let's do it for Oreo Cakester.
All right.
Don't put him through it if you're not willing to do the same.
Yeah.
All right.
We need.
Actually, no, that's it's a part of the fact of using the epic opportunity and everything. That you would have benefit of making that decision.
Yay.
Thank you,
of us.
Cakester. Thank you, friends.
Teamwork.
So now I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Roll a d20 and then add your dex save.
11.
You take one. You take one bludgeoning damage as you smack into kind of the.
You turn your ankle.
It knocked the wind out of you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like jumping onto a waterbed. You're like, this isn't the.
It's
like
almost
belly
more
flopping.
frustrating. It's just like a shit. You land on it wrong.
You can't take a potion for 1 health, you know? It's like people would talk.
people would talk. Yeah, we would. I mean, we won't say anything. We're already in it.
All right, so
That was
you guys
amazing,
are all,
everyone.
Yeah.
Wow! You know, you're kind of
pretty cool.
treading water, you know, kind of swimming at the top. Again, this weird sensation all around you. You notice Enra is like so racked in her mind right now. She is unable to speak.
What the fuck is
You just see her kind of, her head is like snipping
Does
back
that
and forth.
affect us?
And you see small flashes of that pink magic she channels flashing around in her eyes. You also notice the water is moving you.
Oh no. Is
Like-
the water alive? Can I? How can I? I've got.
Way of the Long
16.
Death Monk.
Oh fuck. What am I? What?
You feel like you felt yourself sink under this. We'll use this as like a narrative display
Yeah,
of this.
go,
This
go.
you sink under, and just as the air breaks and you see the kind of gelatinous form go over your face, you look down.
Oh, no.
You notice that the essence of death, that weave of your key that channels to you, is blocked, as if you are inside a living creature.
Whoa, gross.
Oh no.
Oh, gross. Okay. So, does it live here, or like, can I see if it's like, is there like a tunnel anywhere? Like, did it
So
come
you
here?
look for sign again. You fell into this big lake, but this creature is not this whole lake. You know,
Right,
it is
right.
this
Good.
space that you are.
I was like, oh god, it's the
Yeah.
whole
But you
fucking
look
lake.
around and you see it is a pretty large, the area of magic where you can see your key kind of pinging off and creating a radar. It is a significant, like a 50-foot sphere of this living creature that you guys are basically in. It's not acidic. It's not, everybody's favorite gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not.
like-
It is not consuming you. But this thing is. It actively. You feel the water that you're in get pushed by this creature toward a nearby rocky shoreline in this big cave.
What color is it?
The creature, the same as the water around.
Is the
Which is
It's like a murky, like a dark purple, almost like the Pirates of the Dark Water, like that
Yeah.
kind of like purpley black with the little blue rim. Like it's a very, but there is like it's definitely magical. Like this thing is a magical thing.
Does it feel like I mean, it is clearly doing something to
Right.
Enra, but like, does it feel like a threat? Like, is it gonna do like?
Give me an insight check. It doesn't have to be you. Any of the team can
I would
do
say
this.
would an Arcana check do
I
anything
can.
or
I have a little P on my insight. I got a 13 plus 6.
Don't pee on your insight.
And I'm also proficient in it, so that means I add which to that.
Your
Your proficiency
bonus.
bonus. I think it's +3 at your level.
My proficiency bonus was plus 6.
Okay. Wait, I think it should be +6 total.
Yeah, plus 6 on my insight,
Uh-huh.
and then I roll the 13.
Okay, perfect. So 19.
Yes.
Again, if for being inside of a creature, you're not feeling pain. You're not
Oh, my
feeling
proficiency
compressed.
bonus is 3. Sorry.
Okay,
I
perfect.
didn't check
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, so yes, again, it's like
21.
it's not crushing you. It's not trying to drown you. It is allowing you guys to tread water above it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you are kind of in this area of this stuff is encapsulated by this. Enra, you're kind of sitting there. You feel again that strange pressure against your mind, but you are a trained warrior. You're able to kind of straighten your thoughts. And so in this moment, as the water starts moving again toward this kind of rocky, purpley black cave shoreline, you kind of focus your will and you push the effort of your soul out, and you are able to speak. So you all are in this moment. This strange thing that Pickles you're detecting may be alive. You are back in your faculties. The water around you is moving, not extremely fast, but it's moving you toward the shoreline. What do you do?
Well, I think the shoreline is where I want to be anyways. I don't want to be in the water.
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
Not especially if it's affecting Enra like that.
Right. And if the water is moving because it is alive, so something is alive in here, so I'd like to not be like maybe it's unethical to ride this thing, and I do not want to be riding it. Like, you know.
Look at how far you've come, Brandon. Remember when you used to ride everything?
Right.
Holy shit, guys. That takes 3 years, that kind of fucking personal growth. Brunor is
was a
riding
different
something
dude.
right now
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Like,
Brunor was a different dude. And
Yeah.
Pickles is. I'm just showing you guys my range.
Right.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the helping committee.
We are the happy
Right against their will.
committee. So yeah, don't ride elephants. Just don't ride things. You know, maybe it is unethical to ride things. So maybe we should just get on the shore. Shore?
Sure.
You allow this force of water to push you toward the shoreline, and just as it has kind of caressed you and carried you through, you feel it so reject you onto the shoreline.
Aw.
You know, you kind of feel that weird feeling of like goop all over, but you don't have any
can't
viscera
go.
on you as you emerge onto the rocky shore around this strange subterranean lake. The creature, however, this strange amorphous blob of black and blue magical energy that kind of flows, it moves beyond you and leaves you on the shore. And you see where there's a large cavern, and you can swear you can start detecting lights along this cave passageway. The creature forms and fills the entire walkway, and then in a shimmer of magic, you just see the rock face there. The passage that continued on is now blocked off and appears to be solid stone. Again, appears. You guys are far away. You're on the shore by the water. But yes, this passageway that, again, you swore you saw lights framing the passage that went beyond is now seemingly blocked off.
It got gooped.
God, goo.
Yeah, it got gooped.
Got you.
Now it's got rock on it. And now that it's moved away, is Enra?
Oh, am I okay?
Are
Or is
you
it still
okay?
affecting me?
Enra, the last thing as you kind of push everything back, you just hear, "Get them out of here, out of here, out of here." You look around, there's no hostile creatures in the area nearby. The only exits from around this strange subterranean cave pool area is this one passageway that seemingly points almost the exact direction you just came from. A strange hewn stone staircase that leads back up above.
Interesting. Yeah.
How did we not see that?
Because it was down here at the bottom.
Yeah, you had to get to the bottom.
So curious though that there's an 80-foot drop
Right, I'm like-
in the tomb of the king.
Right.
Right. And now there was a passageway there, and now it is covered by the goop, the goop of the lake.
The goop of the lake.
Goop of the lake.
Maybe it's related to Glorp Wilson.
That's why I asked what color it was. I was like,
It's me, yes!
it's like,
Yes! This is my brother, he's also confusing.
He's also confusing.
Everyone's confusing.
Everything.
His name's still Glorp.
I have a
so
limerick
confusing.
for you. It's
Yeah.
like just a little off. It's like the name brand. Glorp.
I have a
Off-brand
limerick for
version.
you.
It's like $2 cheaper, but he comes in a big bag.
Great value Glorp.
And also by you.
Oh.
Oh, praise Glorp.
Praise Glorp.
Praise Glorp.
Yes.
To Glorp.
To Glorp.
To Glorp. And may Glorp bless you all.
Also by you.
And also for you. Okay, so that is what you see. You know, there is no, all of you, again, very alert to danger, experienced warriors in your own right. But this experience, again, you all tried admirably several solutions to that problem, and in the end did something super epic together as a team in a way that really called upon all the abilities that all of you had for the first time. And again, being a skill-trained warrior, being a part of those kind of things, there's this ping of destiny that starts echoing around you, and it nowhere else more than this subterranean chamber where you can kind of feel the moisture in the air. It smells damp and ancient in this place. The other passageways that would lead away all seemingly closed off. And again, you guys can do what you will. You can investigate that area if you want. And then just this strange open staircase of carved stone that seemingly points up in the same direction as where this large fall was.
well, I assume that's the way back out.
Excellent. Well, we have gotten this far. Should we try to...
Check some shit out.
At the stone, if I knock where the goo went,
Or where the
rock
hallway.
You knock,
Passageway, I mean.
and it feels like stone, but you notice where you knock, the little shimmer.
Gross.
Blech.
Sorry. I mean, gross.
All right. I feel like we might not be fully equipped for what lies behind that. Something clearly and very dangerous does not want us here. And I feel like we should take this clear path, regroup. We know how to get back here. We can always find our way back. I feel like we need to be better prepared for this. That is my vote.
We're not getting like any other spoopy vibes down here other than that thing in the lake.
No, that feeling of death that kind of lingered at the top where, in Cordeaux, different
vibes down here.
There's almost just a quiet tranquility in this place. The commotion, the hustle and bustle, the marching of armies and stampeding horses and the day-to-day life in a populated city like the Kush Kingdoms. There's like a quiet here that seems almost impossible to achieve in this location.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Because I mean, like you were able to get past the laser thingies, and it didn't affect you. So I was just curious, like how it affected you this way. So how are you feeling?
Yeah. Whether we go up or down, whatever the party decides, there are things up there that I'm curious about, and things down here I'm curious about. So
Well, I want to know where the king's body went to. It's supposed to be in there.
so do I. Especially since we saw his spectral form.
Right.
Which means the body must be somewhere in the forest, right?
I don't. Well, I mean, if we saw the spectral form, it stands to reason, because if you die in the forest, then that's how you become the spectral form.
So perhaps we continue that journey and we regroup, come back here when we have more answers, because maybe we need that to get past whatever this is.
While we're all present, when I went up to the chambers of the king, I was greeted by a spectral hand, and I received 2 visions. The first, Styx, Bride of Sorrow, daughter of the king, presenting a chalice to her father with herself, from which she did not drink. The chalice I have here. Now I received another vision with Davos, son. The king was not pleased with him. Davos did not take to it kindly, and the last thing I saw was him reaching towards an axe in the corner of the room. Both of which are very, very specific and sadly not so determinate visions. But that's what I saw. I thought maybe it would help, as we are the helping committee, and I would like to be transparent about
Was
that.
there any reports on how the king died, or was it just that he was?
So the story of how King Arathonus died was he died of old age. That the burden of leading the strongest kingdom, the longest era of peace in the Kush kingdoms, the weight was so heavy upon his shoulders that his mortal frame collapsed. Mark, you would know that there were rumblings on the street around that time that many different buyers were seeking out elixirs of immortality. It was strange. The market suddenly, there was lots of gold passing hands, and many people were interested in these things. And Tabitha herself mentioned that if she trusted the information more, she might have done it. And she has that kind of power. And so...
Tabs. She sounds like a badass.
I know.
Yo, Tabs is.
I want
Tabs
to
is
meet
tough.
her.
She's tough.
She's something.
But yeah, so, nobody believes the story. Nobody's that naive. Everybody has something to gain. There's angles to be played in a place like the Kush Kingdoms, with assassinations and things not being uncommon. But the royal house is somewhat respected and redeemed in the eyes of the people. They have an elevated presence. But it seems that's, you guys are investigating this. There seems to be other people that, the other people detected in the church area, and many forces at play that seemingly all are kind of pointing the fingers at each other. Pickles, Mash did tell you he was interested in paying you if any of this information pointed to Rax to get rid of it.
Right. I have not gotten rid of it yet.
No, for sure.
Because I don't think I'm the only one that wants this. Like, so either, or that this would be useful for. So we could maybe use it as leverage otherwise. But, Mock, you have a like really awesome memory, yes? Did you see the spectral vision of the king?
I saw a hand. That was all.
You saw the hand. But no, like when we were outside
forest.
upstairs, did you see that? You saw that. You were upstairs, okay. Did it look like would it be his body? Would it show what his
Injuries were?
Like the
like
cause of
injuries?
death
Yeah.
on his
Injuries.
spectral form.
Yeah.
He was younger.
He was younger. He looked like a youthful,
Dang.
invigorated form of his former self.
But no indicator of.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but fuck. Again, you do have, you have a photographic memory. If we have like we had a cool image for the ghostly general of
if
only. With the like blue eyes and the crown.
Right.
But yes, Mark, you can like by memory recall the look, the gauntlet. Get that you see that in your mind. Your perfect memory. And so wearing the same
like a
crown
chapter,
as even the stone impression of Arathenis is his crown is legendary. You see the strange version of him that seemingly was leading the undead armies as they marched in on Gordeau.
Is he similar to the Unresting?
He does look different. It's like whereas the Unresting, and you saw it's again they're not mindless undead, but there is like they have form and shape. And so, as you watched their various shadows, he kind of emanated differently. Remember, Lucian, you felt the essence of a ghost within him,
Right.
not necessarily like a given living form again. And so, what you saw, there is some nuance to the idea of what it may be, but you don't think that he is yet unresting.
All right.
And I'm still getting a sense of that ghost.
Even now.
Even now. Even then, that was when we were in the palace before, or in the not palace,
Tomb?
Correct. Ever since
where the party was.
Ever since
Yeah.
this first spectral hand first made itself aware, you have felt that.
And is that
In
the
the
same
king's
spectral
chambers.
hand that was like pointing down and all that? Okay.
I know there's a lot of ghosts, so I have no
Yeah,
problem.
no, I just want. I'm
all ghosts.
Oops, all ghosts. Oops. So yes, I understand there's lots of ghosts. I have no problem clarifying which ghost is which.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect the dots
Yes.
to everything,
Yes.
and
But the spectral hand, again, Mark, with your in a perfect memory, the spectral hand pointing you, not the same hand that you saw on the ghostly visage of
The
Arathenis.
spectral king.
Correct.
Huh.
Not the same hand. And not just age.
Same.
It's not the same hand. This is a different hand.
Oh no!
I do not know this hand.
As we're having this conversation, I'm afraid that the daggers are going to start attacking my brain again. So I say to the party, "Can we please have this conversation outside of this area? I don't know if you've ever had a bunch of tiny daggers stabbing your brain, but it isn't pleasant, and I don't want it to happen again."
Why is it? Is it a migraine? What is this? I
wish.
Is it a cluster? What is it?
Like
a cluster headache?
Maybe more
or-
like a cluster headache, but
Question-
a very large cluster
Do you
headache.
feel like you're
cluster bomb
having
headache.
like an aura or something before
ready
the
to
I
hear
don't
about it?
feel any auras. No, I don't
That's a
think it's a
cluster bomb.
migraine.
That's you got a case of the 1,000 daggers in your brain.
Thousand daggers
Sounds like
in your brain.
1,000.
They don't have a Tylenol for it quite yet.
You got to exercise by pugilism.
Exercise the daggers, right?
Beating that headache out of
punch the ghost
Punch
out
the
of you.
headache out.
to punch the headache out of you. Well, why is that happening here? Why are you having? Did the goopy monster give you mind bullets?
I don't know.
Okay.
You don't?
I don't know what caused the daggers, which is why I'd like to leave the space because I don't want them to happen again. Something doesn't want us here. I don't think we are equipped to deal with it yet, and I would like to remove ourselves from the area if you don't mind.
She's so polite. I mean, I feel like we gotta.
Oh, that's well. Yeah, we know where this is and we know how to get back here. And if we leave, and then this is some sort of like thing where all of a sudden a
We'll
terrible
bring a bunch
thing
of
happens.
rope though, because
Cool.
I don't want to
Rope.
fall again.
Yes.
Well, let's see what this path has. Maybe there's stairs.
Oh, We could do that too.
We
Yeah,
could
because
walk
we
the
got to get
whole
out of
way.
here.
Yeah.
So let's
So
do
let's
that.
take the.
You're like, there were stairs the whole time.
the whole
Right next to the king's tomb.
Different entrance.
There's a little arrow.
Yeah.
Is there,
Enter here.
Should have followed the arrow, not the ghost
Yeah.
hand.
is there still some cakes left? Because you said he.
Oh yeah, there's some dribbles. Well, yes, I think it's hilarious that the goo monster also brought it over and was like, here, you can have the pieces of this thing that fell too.
crumbs.
Crumbs.
Scoop them into a little bag.
Oh.
Nice. For the future adventures
Yeah.
of Oreo
Oreo cakes.
Cakester.
Oreo cakes.
You are the wind.
Season 3
Yeah.
of Weed.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh.
Yeah, long may he reign.
Good night.
He's
sweet
with Glop
friends.
now. Yes!
Blow up now.
Yeah. Good night, sweet friends. It's always good.
Farewell, gentle friend. You guys can't see all that.
Funyuns,
It's
Jesus.
just us freaking out to
They
see.
always surprise us.
Oh yeah. Getting back up, we're like, Funyuns!
Funyuns!
You're our favorite
It's like,
now.
I'm
Yeah.
coming for you. It just
Yeah.
falls. Splashes in the water. No. While you guys are looking around, like you're all talking, and he's like slowly stepping out of the
See,
water.
you're
Like,
Supposed to be
Hear it.
guarding the door.
ah, and he climbs back. The stairs.
Stairs.
Right. Okay, I guess we can start ascending these stairs then now that we've. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get out the goo.
All right, you get one cool again. This foyer into this foyer. That's not even the word I'm trying to use. Sorry, my mouse is dumb. You guys get one roll on a random magic table. So somebody, whoever wants to take this, and again, I'll use this as a teaching opportunity. So if we ever roll a D100, it's going to be the D10 that has the double digits, and then this. And so if you roll it, it's like 76.
Oh,
That's how
got
it
it.
works.
Okay.
So treasure rolls, I love them. Random treasure, guys. You guys found a cool thing. This is some, you are now aware of this. There was things that happened and information shared. So, but also as part of that, and this awesome thing that you did, give me a treasure roll. Give me a 1D100.
Nicole, do it.
So it's these
I was gonna
guys,
say,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
are the
You haven't got to do
That's
this
them.
yet.
Okay.
So
What'd you get us? With your mind daggers. 80.
80.
Okay.
8-0.
Yeah.
What does an 80 mean?
How ironic is this? Maybe the worst time to receive this particular item.
Oh no.
But
Oh, it's
no,
something to
many
slow fall, I
no.
bet, right?
it's slippers of spider climbing.
Oh, Jesus. I was like, it's something that would have made that fall so easy.
Wow.
It's like when you jostle them
Yay.
loose, they just like slowly fell. And you're like standing there like, oh man, where should we? They're like labeled too. You don't even have to identify them. They're just like, this would have just helped you a lot.
Oh god.
Yes, you
amazing.
see, there's these really they're magical, obviously. But in fact, let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll just do this.
That's really great.
but
I'm
yeah,
so
you
glad
guys
we have these.
obtain.
Yeah.
You see floating up on
Probably need
the
them later.
on the shoreline. I just searched Slippy. That was
Had
the
to be
wrong-
jostled loose. Yeah, I feel real jostled.
That was so fast.
I mean, it's great.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. Oh, dope. They're Crocs. They're Crocs.
What are those?
What are those?
They're the Wrigley Crocs.
Yeah, you gotta wear those if you want to climb like a spider.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
We should make Drox.
Dracodox.
The cover of the blog are these unique shoes. Everyone should own them.
Yeah. Not even
I'm trying to get you the
Odessa
actual
made them.
stats, so pardon me. Slippery.
They're so
Oh,
cool.
oh,
Look
wait.
at them. Well, fucking.
Oh. They can't always see it.
Perfect.
So fashion
Okay.
forward.
Hey, you did
When you wear these light shoes, you can move up, down, and all around across vertical. It's not in there. I added that. And across vertical surfaces. I'm so sorry. And upside down. There's going to be 2 pairs because how bad that joke was. And upside down along ceilings, while leaving your hands free to catch your friends or save yourself from falling. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. However, the slippies. So now they're slippies and spider climb. The
Damn it, I already
slippies
wrote
don't allow you to
slippers.
move this way on slippery surfaces, such as one covered by ice or oil.
Okay.
You had me up, down, and all around.
Down and all around.
That's where
I
you,
started and I was like, obviously.
that's where you let your gigs fly. It's like, no, I'm done. I'm compromised.
Yeah.
I'm in too deep. So yeah, that's a party loot. You guys can distribute that. They do not require. No, yeah, they do. They do. I'm just lying to you now. They require attunement. Remember, you can attune to 3 magical items that require attunement, no more.
Okay.
So if the thing you have does require attunement, usually I would have told you. But yes, like your magical weapon, I believe your adamantite breastplate, for example, Lucian, you've got a couple magic items that you're attuned to. So then these would require attunement. So you'd have to kind of like fuse your energies to them to use them.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
You all get them though?
No, it's just one pair.
say.
I'm cool, but I ain't that cool, bro. Yeah. No. You got to start giving out one magic item at a time to build party greed.
Do we help you attune?
So where you're
It's
like, wait, how many did
shoes.
Lucian get though? How many did he get?
Shoes.
Yeah, can we help her attune to them?
Yeah, again, because it's like hilarious to be able to just use them right away. Yeah, sure. If you want to take them.
Oh, I mean, do you want me to have them? They can go to anyone.
Well, yeah, you don't want to fly, right?
Oh.
So that would help. You not
And they are pretty fly.
And
Well, all
yeah,
right.
they're pretty fly.
Well, that's
Being fly without flying.
Yeah.
very
Plus,
considerate.
every time you look down, you will think you have spiders on your feet.
Love that for me.
Yeah, it's so nice.
There is a spider. Like, oh shit! Oh, no!
Friend.
No, that one actually is a spider.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you're not
great.
even wearing
Well,
shoes
then
yet. Yeah.
I will attune to these spider slips.
Big a tuna.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel. I'm wearing something pretty similar right now. I've got these like.
Yeah.
It looks just like that.
Yeah,
Bro, at the end of the show, I'm just gonna walk up this
Spider
back wall.
See you guys.
Later, guys. Turn lights up.
Yeah. What?
I have a web up there.
Web up.
I'm so sorry. I don't know how we got here. It was
Once
a
we
magic.
start about talking trucks going up walls and
Okay.
treasure roll.
magic items.
Yeah, Croc would suck. Your like foot would be bent half. You'd be like, oh! It's like, you need support on the heel, or it's just that's a lot of weight. All right. Oh wow. Wow.
Wow.
So are we actually going up the stairs though?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Are you showing off?
I'm walking on the wall. I'm like, hey guys. I'm just, like, walking on the wall.
Can you do this, guy?
These are pretty cool.
You're walking on the
ceiling.
underside of the stairs as well.
Yeah. I'm like,
All right, so you guys walk up this step, and again, it matches about the distance you feel you fell. You know, some of you had more control over that moment than others. But you go up. What is this strange stone staircase that just kind of coils up through the earth, 4 by foot? You know, you're kind of enclosed. You see, Enra's like walking on the side and like doing like a sweet like 2001: Space Odyssey shot where she's like
Yeah.
walking in a circle while the camera spins.
Yeah.
So it's it's like this like you guys are
I'm
just
having
headed
fun.
back up.
Yeah. It's just having fun.
And you notice that there's like another one of those like sets of trap doors above you. You know, at this point, Pickles, you've seen so many of them. You're like, where's that little? There it is. There's a little button there.
Yeah.
You punch it and you move out of the way as the doors shut down, and you climb up in the priest's quarters in the church.
Oh, sneaky.
And so you look around. You're like trying to catch your bearings. You're like, you can almost see the king's coffin from there. You can almost see the king's coffin. Just not even too far away from you. The modest bed of a priest. We'll even say is like this little big bishop hat is like leaning over. Just to really put you guys know where you're at. You're in it's like this is like the head priest's quarter at the Church of Bordeaux, where the king's body was interred.
Is there a priest asleep in here?
There is not.
Oh! Is there anything exciting in here?
is there anything that might show that the body was brought into this room?
Oh, is the body in here?
The king's body through the room?
I don't need an investigation check.
Okay.
This is the real moment.
12.
12.
24.
There.
Oh,
There's a good one.
11.
Yeah,
We're like gang.
Is there a
Mark's
body
in another
here?
room, like, guys, there's a placard right here that says the whole thing.
Oh.
No, you guys are, you're kind of like looking around for any sign. But you again, just super brain, almost like Sherlock, you start looking around the room for things that seem out of place. And you notice just like, first off, it doesn't seem like this room is particularly lived in. There's a small layer of dust on everything, as if, yes, this is the bedchamber, but it doesn't appear that anybody's living in this room. And you do notice the patterns of like no dust from where the coffin is over to where these trap doors are.
I share that with the group. This is what I see.
Dot, dot, dot.
Yeah. All of that.
Ghost. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Do you still have the lantern? Have you lost it?
No, you
Oh,
have
I
it.
have it.
Is there any ghosts in here with this lantern?
Well, let's look. That's what you did, right?
Yep, you did
Yeah.
it.
So I sweep the area, and we're looking for
Pass
ghosts.
it around.
Here you go.
The presence that was here before is not illuminated by the lantern.
I'm just
But we
doing
still
this 'cause
sense it.
I wanted to try.
Paw catches on fire.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Careful.
It's hot.
So the presence isn't illuminated by the lantern,
Right.
but we still sense it.
Not it. The thing you have been sensing, you still sense.
Oh.
Is it another
Something
hag?
else.
God damn it!
No, it's
Hags all day. I got hags for days. I got
Hey.
night hags. I got forest hags. I got water hags. I got
Fucking hags for days.
Hags for days.
hags for days. Next season.
Feels like hags for days. What do I sense?
You would sense a hag, right?
Ghost and breath.
Yes, I would sense a hag. I'm all hag sensitive now.
You don't sense a hag.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm
Do I sense an
ghost sensitive.
orphan?
Roll for orphan.
We're in a church. We're already in a church. We might as well see if there's any orphans, guys.
All right,
Just
it's
burn
only
it
a
down.
6. Yeah, it's only a
You're like,
6.
wait, we should burn this place down.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, I felt that too.
Something about my
Compelled.
3 years
I feel
my
compelled to burn
lineage.
it
Yeah.
down.
Fuck. All right.
I'm really not a fire buddy.
So all I can see is that like things have been moved. There's like steps down to there. But I don't see any evidence of like a body that's been touched or used or anything.
Nope.
But I can also tell that there's like no one's been here for a while.
Correct.
So even since like a year.
You guys are, your investigation's good enough, but it would seem like a month. It's not like there's like piles of dust everywhere.
Right.
There's like obvious tracks. Just the priest is like, it was me.
Like, has this person been gone since before the king was murdered? Or maybe
Or
murdered?
when the guards were attacked.
Or when...
No,
like-
so it has been at this point 1 month since the king's death, and that is about the amount of time that this room seems unlived in.
So it's
About
just
a
as sterile
month
as
worth
it
of
was.
dust.
Yeah.
Oh yes, month dust.
And who's the priest that lives in here? Do we know anything about this priest?
I mean, none of you are particularly religious characters.
What?
You may know by fashion.
Excuse me. I don't appreciate that. I'm not an angel. I'm an Aasimar.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I actually find that very offensive.
Your giant
that you just assumed
angel
I was
wings
an angel.
that fooled me. Sorry. Sorry, I was fooled by your giant angel
I
wings.
expected more from you, Lucy.
I love the Lucy.
I've got some splaining to do.
Lucy.
Yes, I'm training to do.
God damn it.
Fucking fuck. Well, God, I wish I rolled higher. I know.
No problem.
We've all been there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Help me.
You want to do something epic, Pickles?
Yes. I would like to, because all this means I'm like, I'm not from here. I know nothing. Is it possible that I can like summon Glorp? Because that's the only like entity I can think of. Like I'm in a church. I only know of. I only don't know what.
Summon Glorp.
Like some sort of like to help me or like Tina Smooth Hands. I'm like trying to think of a god that I know.
Yeah.
That I could just like summon to be like use the power of this church to be like, what the fuck am I missing here?
All right, you like Care Bear stare into the sky, right?
Yeah.
Like a little beam of energy shoots out of you. And then from the shores of Sativan, a beam of light, a green in energy, beams up into the sky. And then from space, this like multicolored strange beam shoots down. And then this pretty common brown, light brown beam also shoots down. And you see a magical pink beam shoot from somewhere near the Sea of Trees as you call upon the 5 characters of Chapter 1. And you use your kind of just like, why is everything so fucking confusing? And you see the image of Divot the Death Dealer sitting at that bar as your mind flashes on it again, kind of turning around. Remember, he offers you the bloody shot in that moment, and you're just kind of tapped into the all-knowledge of D&D itself, the ever-growing saga of the world of Ganjaria.
But it just looks like a normal bear. Like,
Normal.
no change.
No shaking, no.
Nothing. Just bear. And you just,
Having
like,
the most
is-
transcendent experience
yeah.
of its life. Just like... Do it. Yes. You see... You know, those of you watching, as Pickles has this like
When Paddington, Haddington, and existential crisis.
you know, as you flow through the cosmos.
Oh.
Oh my god, look at how cute!
I love it. I love it so much.
Pickles? Pickles?
You start. You're like I have. And then the answer that calls back to you is like it's like you are reaching toward your key response is reaching to the wrong energy. You're reaching toward hags and Feywild and dream answers to new problems. Whereas what you should be doing is instilling the virtues of your new training as a way of the long death monk. And so, as you kind of attune, rather, to looking for the spiritual energy of Fey creatures, you reach out through the key nature of undeath and look for ghosts, pinging off whatever you can see Lucian pinging off.
Oh, yeah.
And both of you are drawn to Mark. You see his powdered wig rested upon his head.
Yeah.
You can feel the strange tingles of that presence once more. You notice that there is indeed a ghost somewhere near you, and it seems to be hiding in Mark's powdered wig. And that's where we're gonna pick it up next time, guys!
Damn it! Why?
Should have brought this to Spotify for them clips!
Come on, man.
So what's in there? It's Cliff. Here he is.
Yeah.
No more questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
The defense rest.
Holy
goodness.
fucking A team, guys!
And
Guys. Holy that was sheesh. Wig hanger.
Wig hanger.
Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my God, so much love to everybody that's still hanging with us, man. This was the getting was so good, and I just had to keep getting it, guys. Seriously, play D&D with your friends, man. Like, just fucking, like, play it, have fun, tell stories, fucking, you know, go there, like, get together and go to weird places and play in your imagination and create things and fucking be super nice to each other and fucking just help. There's so much awesome shit that happens, and there's just so much that we forget how lucky we are to have so much amazing stuff to ping off of, you know. There's tons of creators creating amazing work on channels that have 3 viewers, you know. It's like the best thing you can do, man, is just get out there and just show that fucking love of all the things that all these great people are doing. I consider myself so lucky to be a part of this crew, this team at this table, in this room together, you know, this project long in its trajectory, but I really think like we're getting to that fucking thing, that magical thing. And I'm buzzing right now. Like this was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to all the amazing bloods, and crips, I don't pick a side. I don't pick a side. And the Kings, and look, I'm cool with
2-1.
you know,
Well, good.
obviously Dave Clark 5 is with the Latin Kings.
Obviously, he looks great in purple and gold.
Guys, thank you so much for fucking hanging with us. Shout outs to my amazing cast, guys. Playing this game.
Shout out to you,
Dude,
man.
shout out to
You're the
you.
best.
Shout out to fucking everybody, man. Shout out to Munch for
Shout out to
just
the
his
buds.
incredible work with the
Oh,
images,
yeah.
supporting this adventure as we go our various ways. And there are there's much intrigue in the Kush Kingdoms, and we have lots of answers to find.
Yep.
Including, what the fuck is up in your wig, bro?
I was gonna say that.
Wig? What fucking wig? I don't even know what you're talking about, but I can just touch you.
Here we go. Here it goes. Let's channel out, guys. We do have a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you've
we're
heard
gonna
about
do
it,
the
maybe
wave?
you haven't. But we like to
Okay.
take a lighter like this one I'm holding. It's right here. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends,
your
family, or
bracelet.
household pets on fire and go. Lighters up. I grabbed the dead one. Lighters.
I grabbed the wrong
There it is.
place.
Good night, Sam, guys. We fucking love you so much. Thank you for just being here and making this happen.
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load a bowl and make a roll to take control. WeeDnD.
What's up, buds? Welcome to WeeDnD, the podcast
Live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan. But my buds call me Bam.
Lighters,
Lighters up, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next Tuesday. Ow.
Good night, Sam. We love you.
Good night, Sam.
Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night,
So what? You can't touch me. 'Cause I'm from the internet.
Wow.